Welcome to Adventures in Green and Garb. We're back for a special side story featuring the powerful John Wellington Wells and the beautiful Amalia Sky.
Thank you.
As they take on a unique adventure. And we take on their particular story sometime after Jon and Amalia had, let's say, an emotionally tense moment when Razwar cast Zone of Truth on Jon while they had just defeated the Weevil outside of Xanathar's keep. Jon was forced to reveal how he was torn on how to come to terms with his, let's say, former fling and flame, Sister Garel, to whom he had proposed his love to, and his alleged romantic relationship with Amalia, who he promised the god Akkadi he would protect above all else, if I recall correctly. Ultimately, your conversation together had led you, I think, on only really much one path. Jon had to confront and come to terms with his relationship with Sister Grell in order to discover where his true devotion lay. So, of course, it was winter when we last left off, and sometime after those events, let's say the hashtag orphan team? Team Orphan, thank you. You had a brief respite, a few days, where they each went out to gather some supplies and other things, and you were tasked with going to a nearby settlement or outpost to grab some supplies.
Mining town?
Yeah, you're pretty far north. Yes, a mining town. Might have been a mining shack, perhaps, or a mining outpost to gather some supplies. So it's quite a beautiful winter's day. There's no snow, but the snow crunches on your feet as you walk through a forest in the north. And you hear some sounds of wildlife, Arctic, winter wildlife. And Jon and Amalia.
Well, it's a good thing I brought my white bear cloak.
Yes, you do love that, don't you?
I do. It is my most prized possession.
Absolutely.
Pick up that stick.
Why?
We need firewood. We're here for supplies, right?
Of course, I will pick up the sticks for you now.
Are we hungry? We lay traps?
I'm famished.
I'm going to fashion some traps for some deer.
Okay.
And see if we catch anything.
Right, give me a nature check. You can set them up on your way to a nearby trading outpost.
5.
Okay. Are you helping her do this?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so Amalia gets out her. She has a bag of holding, of course. So there's plenty of stuff in there.
Right.
And I think who was doing was anybody survivalist? I think Anyalice probably, or Bahara would have been. She's a scout. Would have been doing this, but you took some time to place some traps in very obvious positions, maybe without any food or something. But who knows? Maybe they'll catch something.
No one will ever see this.
Do I see any wildlife nearby?
You do. There's some foxes and things nearby, but they more or less stay out of they're just looking for other small game, whatever's left in the winter.
This is how I hunt. I would like to throw a firebolt at a fox.
Okay, okay, a little fox pokes his head out looking for some, little gerbils or whatever, and you're going to throw a whole bolt. Oh, firebolt! Okay. All right, go ahead and roll to hit. And it's concealed, so you're going to be a disadvantage because it's concealed.
No, don't do
so
that.
So lowest of the two, as you know.
11 to hit.
11. All right, Jon looks, sees this fox. His little firebolt comes out, which is actually strong at this point, right? Because it's a 5th level.
2d10.
Oh, it's 2d10. Okay, his firebolt comes raging in and sort of cutting as it goes through above the snow. It melts it a little bit on the way. And the fox sees it last second, ducks away into the snow pile, and the firebolt hits the snow and causes it all to melt into water all around, and the fox escapes.
Well, I guess I'll go hungry then.
We're going to starve out here in the wilderness. It's a poor innocent fox.
You're going to eat a poor innocent rabbit. What's the difference?
Jon.
Yes.
After what just happened, you sense an ominous twinge. Your twinge is sort of like a spider sense, but it's for dragons now. So you feel that some kind of dragon is closing on your position.
Oh my.
From the northeast.
From the northeast. And the town is?
The town would be probably, if you're heading, probably just north. Okay. So not from the location of this town or outpost you were going to.
Okay.
But you feel the presence of a dragon. It's coming towards you. Doesn't necessarily mean it knows who you are or where you are, or if it's even after you.
Yes. Okay. Well, I sense. I don't know how to put this. I sense a dragon, so we should probably find some cover.
Right, out here in the middle of the forest, it won't find us. I grab a pile of snow and throw a snowball at him.
At John?
At John.
Okay.
We're here for one job. We're finding supplies. Don't go saying now that you've seen a dragon because you don't want to catch dinner.
Okay. When the dragon eats you,
Inspiration.
then don't come crying to me because you'll be dead in the
I throw
dragon's
another
stomach.
snowball at him.
Okay, roll to hit.
What do I roll? Just attack?
Yeah, your basic attack with one of your main weapons. Yeah, it's fine.
8.
8. Okay, the first snowball hits. You wasn't paying attention, but the second snowball, John just moves out of the way, and it breaks off in the forest a little bit. Yeah, but you do hear. You also notice, Amalia, that the forest has gone quiet, completely quiet.
Look what happened. You threw a fireball at that poor fox, and now everything else has run away.
No, it's because there's literally a dragon that's coming. You'll be able to see it any moment there.
See. All right, give me a perception, Amalia, if you're looking. You sense it getting closer and closer, John.
Do I really have a +8 on perception?
Yeah, because it's wisdom based.
Wow, that's just
Amalia's a beast. Just hashtag. Amalia's a beast.
13.
13. You hear faint thundering of wings. It's getting closer, John. You feel that this presence, and of course you have some kind of,
Is the water that I melted in the snow vibrating?
Oh! Jump in the Jeep!
John, alright, I'll grab his elbow and we're gonna hide behind if there's any brush nearby.
Okay, looking at survival check. You gonna do anything with the brush?
Cover ourselves, like if there's like any bushes,
Is this
cover
like
us.
Predator? Is it?
I don't know.
Kill me, I'm here!
19.
19, go ahead and survival, it's fine.
Oh my god, an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh no, we're gonna be banned on
Alright.
YouTube now.
You're gonna wait, what?
I cursed.
Oh. Alright, I think this is the end
Mature
for Amalia
audience.
and John. Oh, you hear the thunder slap of the wings, and suddenly nothing. But John, you feel it getting closer and
Okay.
closer.
I'm going to kind of sort of form the snow in a bit of a bump around me.
Yeah, I think you use a
this-
cantrip for that.
I can use my frost to form the snow.
Oh, that's right. You can use a... What do you have as a cantrip? Like a prestidigitation? or
Oh, no,
something?
wait a minute. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
But you can use some kind of cantrip, like prestidigitation.
Yeah.
or
I can
illusion.
minor illusion. I will make a small like igloo
Oh, okay, that's
essentially.
fine. So John casts that, and the snow begins to form around him.
around Amalia.
Yeah. Oh, just Amalia?
Yeah, because I'm pretty well hidden, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can duck behind it.
Oh, and I suppose you maybe have an idea that you're a little more hidden than Amalia, who's doing her best she can to hide. She's more of a fighter, not a hider. And okay, so you cast that, and it becomes a little igloo around you, and you're not totally, but you're covered somewhat. And then nothing, and then suddenly a dragon crashes into the woods next to you. Everything breaks and splinters. All the trees go everywhere. You can't even tell what kind of dragon this is. As snow flies over you and covers your eyes. And you hear a roar, thunderous roar, and a fire shoots out like right above you.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Amalia, don't try anything stupid. I'm assuming the dragon can see us.
Well,
I'm just gonna lay
you're
very
kind of covered
still
with
and
snow. You can't
quiet.
even tell.
I'm gonna just lay very, very still.
Okay, both give me a stealth check. Oh, give me a stealth check then. What are you gonna do?
Oh, freeze. Like just
Oh, literally.
like become a part of the
same
snow.
Okay.
Same thing.
Give me advantage on that stealth check, John.
Just John?
Yeah, just John. You get normal.
Nat 20! 23!
Oh, terribly. I need new dice. I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay, unfortunately, the igloo broke, and Amalia's literally right out there. And she looks up,
It's spring!
and the dragon is literally above her, looking down. And John is sitting there like a tree, petrified, but not in a bad way. This dragon looks at you, and as you take away some of the water and stuff from the snow and some tree bark and stuff from your face and clothing, you notice that is not just any dragon, but a very powerful looking copper dragon.
Is it Vex?
Oh my gosh. No.
No?
No. I'm going to move from my frozen position in front of Amalia.
Okay. Alright, you're moving to protect her.
To protect her in front of the dragon.
Okay. The dragon goes, picks you up between his two talons, just gently, looks at you and says, "How goes the giant slaying?"
Well.
Alright, both give me an intelligence save first, sorry.
Intelligence?
Intelligence, not save, I'm sorry. And just use your intelligence, plus your proficiency, because you may have met this dragon before. So add your intelligence plus proficiency.
11.
Oh my gosh. I rolled a 1.
A 1? So you're so stunned, Amalia.
No, which is a 0 with my -1.
So you're
plus 3.
and you're so stunned, you're looking at this dragon, it's picked up John, and you're like, what is going on? John, you notice right away, this is indeed,
Get rid of those.
this is indeed Vexalanthus.
Okay. Vex! Long time it's been. It has been quite a while. Amalia, it's Vex. Calm down.
All right, so the Vex grins, just ear to ear with her. You know, you can see all her teeth, all her big dragon teeth, and set you down next to Amalia.
You're all right. You're all right. You're all right.
All right,
Vex, could you maybe,
Okay, the dragon nods. And then the next thing you see is... So, the dragon it'll take a small breath of fire, like a puff of fire in front of you, sort of stopping you from looking. And then, right after that, you see Vex is transformed into her human form. So it's very dainty in comparison. I think I made a description last time, but she's got small horns. Her body and sort of copper eyes. She has red hair, and she goes immediately to give you both a very, very warm hug. Very warm hug.
I almost like collapsed.
Okay. All right. She tries to perk you up a little bit. Is that what she just exerts?
You gave me a fright.
Okay. And she says, "So, like, did you miss me then?"
Yes, of course we did. Could have used your help a little way back.
I'm like busy doing my own things, John. You know that.
Of course.
So, like, how were things between you two? Or, you know, the adventuring party.
Well, right now, we,
Okay, she touches your forehead, Amalia, right here, with just 2 fingers, and you feel calmed. Like you just took a Xanax or something.
Thank you. Well, we have been traveling to the Eye of the Allfather, and,
I totally don't care about that. Tell me about you two. I want all the gossip. I heard about what happened with Akadi.
Who?
Akadi?
Well,
What? When?
So,
And she flicks her hair back. She says, "I can see through John."
well, if I'm being honest, she has been ignoring me.
Oh, I totally love this kind of drama. So what happened?
Yeah, so we met.
Oh yeah, just let her tell it. I'm sure it'll be completely accurate.
She giggles
We
a little
met
bit.
the goddess of Akadi, which is a very, very high honor.
She was trying
With
to kill herself by throwing her body off of a damn
I
cliff.
was not.
I'm sorry, Jon.
Why would you say that? No, I was doing a traditional prayer to the goddess for guidance and help.
By throwing
And
herself
you,
off the cliff.
how dare you look at my faith in that kind of...
So she gives.
And now we're looking for supplies and we're starving.
Well, we would not be starving if you had paid attention last time. Vahera showed you how to make the rabbit traps.
She is this kind of survivalist. It's true. And she says, "All right. So I think the only ways we're going to be able to take care of this is seeing Sister Gorell, right? I had to protect her for I don't know how many weeks, and I'm really bored of it, John. You didn't want that green dragon attacking Fandolin, this and that. Are we doing this or not? Or should I just cast Dominate Person on both of you, put you in an extra dimensional hole, and take you there myself?
You wouldn't do that.
I totally would.
I don't think she's going to do
don't tempt her. I'm vexed.
Prunes her hair a little bit.
Woman to woman. I don't need to be around if Jon has to have conversations with his fiancée.
I'm going to have to agree with Amalia.
I don't need to be privy to them.
I don't think they should meet. Would be an excellent idea. I have every intention of seeing her at my earliest convenience. I do promise you. I promise you too.
That's too bad. I kind of like the drama. So, how about this? Let me tell you a little story, Jon. Back when and she sort of leans up against a tree, and all the snow and stuff around it is just melting, completely melting. It's just underneath is just you sort of see the greenery and stuff. Well, sort of digress a little bit. She says, back in my day when I was going to Draconian College, I was dating this guy. He was this hunky silver dragon. His name was Bromas, and I don't want to brag, but he was captain of the Go Ball team, right? So, what's so funny? Anyway,
nothing.
Bromas had a giant treasure hoard. It's huge, I'm telling you. And you guys, okay, go fight tigers, rah rah. But like, it was totally so humdrum for me until one day I met Alexis, the Slayer. Maybe you've heard of her. She's the hottest gold dragon you've ever seen. Anyway, I fell in love with her. Love at first sight. It was amazing. And the next day, I totally dumped Bromas like a hot garbage fire. And I've been with Anna for the past 200 years. So, anyway, get what I'm saying, Johnny boy? Is that sometimes you got to find your own Anna and let go of Bromas.
I don't think that decision's really up to me.
Huh. So then, I think Amalia, you might have to, if what I saw with Akadi is true, this might be something for you two to tackle together.
Do you...
Listen.
Amalia, listen. Sure. You go.
I have said it once, and I will say it again. I am not in a position. I don't even know what conversation we're having because you're engaged. So this conversation that's not being had doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to keep looking for dinner, and I'm going to walk away.
I've told you how I feel, damn it!
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel because actions speak louder than words. By the way, behind the tree.
I don't know behind a tree. Okay.
Vex. I don't.
Look, I think it's time to strip the Band-Aid off.
Oh, she's going to be so mad at me.
Maybe. So, what do you say?
I'll go with you willingly, but you might have to throw her into that extra-dimensional space you were talking about.
Okay, so give me a perception roll, Amalia.
Perception roll, okay. 22.
Yeah. All right, you turn just in time to see Vex looking at you. And she says, tell you time to go. And she touches your shoulder. And the next thing you find is that you sort of like pass out like you've taken a bunch of NOS or whatever, at the dentist's office or, that kind of stuff. And you have a sweet dream or two, and then suddenly you find yourselves, well, you had already been there, but you open your eyes to find yourself on top of a dragon's back, flying in the skies above the Sword Coast. And as the wind rushes by you. And you're right next to Jon.
What? Vex? And I hit her.
You hit her? Okay. She sort of, does a little dip or whatever, and you sort of feel like your guts go down, like in a roller coaster.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't meet.
She looks back and breathes a little fire, and that's it. And he's flapping away.
Where are we going?
Well,
What about the rest of the party? Are we just leaving them behind?
I sent word to them via Raven. Here, eat something. I'm sure you're starving. Vex found us some food.
Where are we going?
Easily.
You didn't answer my question.
Well, we are going to...
To where? I didn't hear you over the wind.
We're going to Sister... We're going to Sister Grell's.
What? Get me off this ride. Here we go.
Okay, if you jump off,
Nothing
you
will
would.
save you now.
So below you, sometimes there's some clouds. She's flying above the cloud top. There's some clouds, and you do see below you that if you jumped, you'd probably take like 10,000 d6 worth of damage.
Okay,
So,
you're gonna stay right.
Yeah. Okay. Bludgeoning damage. I just made it.
Cloud damage. All right. Well,
Eat.
shut up.
Okay, so you eat, and in silence, some time passes, and Vex is quite fast. And you were somewhat far north, but Phandalin is still kind of like in the middle part of the Sword Coast. So maybe like 30 minutes or an hour rises. You have maybe some small talk wherever you can. And John, perception.
4.
4. All right, you see a little town in distance, and from this angle, you just can't quite make out if you've been there before or what.
Is it a mining town?
It's a mining town, and you do see the Sword Mountains in the background behind this town, sort of like right around it, hugging it, if you will. And as you get closer, on Vex's back is you see some storms starting to brew a little bit, like the dark cumulonimbus clouds there. Even with the 4, John, you do notice something off about this town, which you can't quite mark what it is that there's smoke billowing from the town.
Vex, my God, how long have you been gone?
And she not very long. 3 days, it couldn't have been better thing.
What's that smoke down there?
Hurry up.
All right, I clutch my maul.
She says, something's wrong. I sense some Fae.
Fae?
They shouldn't be here.
What are Fae doing in the family?
Attacking, I see. And she looks up at you, and obviously you can see her sort of dragon eye or golden dragon, and she's looking down at it, sort of assessing. And she says, hold on tight.
Cold person.
No,
Okay.
hold on tight.
Oh, okay,
So suddenly,
go on.
dragon just dives down, dexterity saving throw.
Wow. You use your tray. 18.
22.
22. Okay, you hold on, no problem. She's not going any way that would have thrown you off necessarily, but so Vex just dives down very quick, and you're sort of holding on there, or whatever when it's really windy. And then as you get close to town, you see it's under attack. Something's under attack, and you see you're maybe 100 or 200 feet away at this point, a couple football fields long, and you see some in the middle of the town. And you identify very quickly, right next to Sister Grell's sort of temple shrine she has there, some dark, like wraith-looking creatures there are going straight towards that temple. And then Vex transforms into a human. You guys start to just free fall, and she starts to cast a draconic incantation, and you're both affected with feather fall, so you can fall as fast or slow as you want and land without a problem.
Okay.
So you can either land like on some of the streets or on top of some rooftops.
Where are we going?
That's the temple.
Perfect.
I'm gonna kind of float toward the rooftop over the temple.
Okay, you can get close, yeah.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
And then somersault land.
Okay. Amalia?
I'm going to, as I'm floating down, right behind him,
Mm-hmm.
landing on 2 feet, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith as I'm landing on
Very
John.
good. Okay.
You're going to need this.
So
So you get +2 to your AC.
So you land with Jon then?
Yes.
All right. Vex lands a little bit further away, also on top of a rooftop. And you land on, I think, probably was the inn, I believe. And on that note, it's time to do battle.
All right.
Okay, everything clear there?
Yeah.
Can you see the map?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Are you recording your screen?
I'm gonna go. Yes, I am. I am now. I'm gonna cut some of this out. Okay. All right. As you land, Jon and Amalia, you land here on the rooftop of this inn, and Vex is landed further to the north.
Okay.
And you see about 8 sort of darkling wraiths. They're just like fey creatures, but made of darkness. Right? They're sort of like emanating darkness.
Like necrotic?
Yeah. Not really, but like a dark wild magic, let's say.
Okay.
Hey, initiative.
Four.
12.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared
12,
for this
4.
fight.
Okay, Molly, what's your dex? Modifier? +1, +2, +3?
+0.
+0. Okay, you're tied with the race, so you're actually going to go. In this case, I think they're probably the heroes. You'll probably go before them. They also.
Me?
Yes, you'll go before them. So we're going to have. It's going to be Vex, Jon, Amalia, and then the race. All right.
Okay, great.
And that's it. So, okay. The first thing Vex does is she just does a huge leap from one building to another to you guys. Amalia, she casts haste on you. So so you'll get an extra action. Not to cast spells, but you can do an attack. Basically an attack spell you can do, but you can't cast spells with it. All right. So you now have haste on you. So you feel everything sort of goes. You seem like everything is moving slower around you. So as
So
you're
an extra
hasting,
action?
you have one extra action which cannot be a spell, but
Great.
you can use your hammer, for example, or
Yeah.
disengage. Jon, and she's also going to cast bless on and everybody, including her. She's surrounded by a blue glow of energy, and you both get +1d4 to hit.
Wow, awesome.
All right,
Thanks, Vex.
and then her item interaction basically, she gets out she creates a flaming whip in one hand and cracks it, and it erupts in fire and just has it at her side. So, Jon, you're up.
Okay, great. I'm going to cast Fireball as a level 4 slot.
All right. So Jon does the traditional Jon move. He starts to create a ball of blazing inferno.
That's not very good. So I'm going to use. I'll quicken it too. So. And then I'm going to empower it so I can reroll
All right.
4 of them.
And then Amalia, you're on deck.
Mm-hmm.
So Jon's charging it up, and he's putting all the sorcery magic in it to make sure it's.
That's best now.
You can reroll up to.
I did it.
And empower, yeah, you can reroll up to your charisma modifier in d6s to get better rolls.
41.
41 points of damage.
41. No, that's 46.
That's your charisma, right?
46 damage.
Okay, so they all. I'm going to roll. I assume you can throw it right in the middle of them, hit all of them basically.
Yeah.
If you end here.
Yeah.
Okay. And then. Okay. Basically, so the ones on the outside, it just so happens take the full damage. The ones on the inside here only take half damage.
As my bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm going to the one closest to the temple.
Okay, over here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I should have said the temple's here in the southeast.
Okay, the one closest to the temple.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw Firebolt at it.
Okay, so fireball goes off, explodes in the middle, and you cast in such a way where it doesn't necessarily damage everything in the town. Just the town square is a little bit singed. All right, and then he quickens the spell, and fires off with the other hand quickly a firebolt.
It's 12 to hit.
12 to hit, it just misses, unfortunately.
Okay, great.
Okay, you have 2 inspiration though, remember, which is your max.
Oh, that's true. $21 to hit.
21 does hit.
Uh, 11 damage.
Plus your charisma.
Oh, sorry. 11,
Remember you, because you're draconic.
16.
Oh,
16
okay.
damage.
16 damage. Okay. It shoots one of these and it goes through, like, basically it's a dark heart and that shatters a little bit, but it's still alive. So, Amalia, you're up.
Great. I look at Vex. Well, you're not the only one with wings. And I'm going to do...
She says, show me, girl.
I'm going to do my Radiant Soul transformation. So outside of me erupt my very large golden feather wings.
Mm-hmm.
As my bonus action.
Which are infused with the power of Akati.
Yes.
So wind sort of just goes around. Whooshes around her.
Flowing around me. And then I'm going to cast using Destructive Wrath. I'm channeling the divinity of Akati. I'm going to call lightning in a 10 foot. Okay, so I'm going to try to do it.
10 foot? Is it 10 foot or is it 5?
No, it's a 10 foot radius.
Oh, it's 10 foot radius.
Yeah. No, 10 feet tall.
I think you call it a 10 foot, but I think to do the attack, it's just a 5 foot radius for calling.
It is a 5 foot radius.
Yeah, so...
So right in the middle of that spot.
Yeah, you can hit all 4 of these.
Yep, we took half damage. That was my thought.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
So I'm going to do
all right.
it at...
So, remember, there were storm clouds brewing, so you can harness the power of the storm to do more damage.
Oh, yes. Okay, so then I'll look up at the clouds that we just floated through.
Mm-hmm.
Put my hand up to the sky.
Okay.
And push it out.
Okay, the dark clouds above you start to swirl. They become like almost like an eye, like of a storm.
Oh, I should.
And it becomes crackling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do it at the 3rd level though. I think. I'm going to do 4th level. I didn't say that, so probably 5th level.
No, it's up to you. You want to do just?
Fine, we'll do 4th level.
Okay, maximum damage.
Yeah, we're gonna do knock them all
right,
out.
so just crackling starts. Small lightning starts going, and then as you finish your animation. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. As you finish your move here, a big bolt comes down and like hits the ground and shoots off, hitting all 4 of them. The Destructive Wrath will be maximum damage. You don't have to roll anything.
Oh yeah, so Destructive Wrath, which means so
3d10 is base, right?
4d10, so 40.
Plus
8 for Radiant Soul, 48.
Plus you're evoking the storm already brewing, so it's an extra d10.
So 58.
50.
58
Okay.
damage on those 4 dudes.
All right. So lightning comes down and just hits these things. It's already been hurt by John's fireball.
I said, "Watch out!"
And then the lightning is so strong with the help of the storm that both of you recall back. Vex doesn't a little bit just to see. And when you look again, they are gone.
Goodbye, fey creatures.
Mm-hmm. Your bonus. Oh, use your bonus action to transform this turn.
Use my bonus action to transform.
Okay.
I'm going to.
You can fly, so 30 feet, 6 blocks.
I'm going to fly to the end of the house. So over
Which house? North
the
house?
one I'm on right
Okay.
now, actually. I'm going to fly over John and Vex to the end.
Oh, you can go to the end.
Yeah.
Okay, get close to the temple.
Yeah.
All right, now these things I get to go. So they are actually going to cast on you guys high level witch bolts.
Witch bolts?
Yeah. So they look at you and they summon some wild energy and it shoots at one at you, Amalia.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hit.
I would like to use my reaction.
Oh, can I?
Counterspell.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to say, can I use my reaction?
Yes, you can use your action, cast counterspell. You have to refresh.
What level is it?
What level is the 3rd level spell they're casting?
If it's a spell 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect.
Okay, so what level slot is that?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Okay, so he starts to cast it, and all of a sudden, John casts his reaction quickly. He mouths some words, and a small sort of glyph appears in front of this witch bolt, which makes it dissipate. So that's the first one. The second one, also attacking you, Amalia. They're sort of pushing on your position over
Can
here.
I use my reaction, or is it after it hits?
I think reaction has to be after it hits.
Right.
So all moving forward. If you take damage,
Yeah,
when
I
you can
take
use your Divine Thunder Smite. AC is 22. That actually is a hit as well.
Okay.
All right. So that's 25 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, you can use your reaction
I'm
to.
going to say, well, it's a nice stormy day. Might as well use it. So I'm going to cast, or I'm going to do Wrath of Storm.
Mm-hmm.
which is so it's a dex save.
Okay.
It says 2d8 damage.
All right. They failed the dex save, certainly.
Right. That's this. So 9.
9 points of damage, and John did full damage. He's actually. Okay, that's it. So as the witch's bolt shoots off and does hit you, but at the same time, you counter by summoning some lightning that's sort of already there still on the battlefield, and you just shock this thing, and it deforms and goes away. It's a dark mist and
Get out of here.
dissipates. All right, that's it. Okay, one more, John. You have one coming at you as well.
Okay.
That is also a hit. All right. So you take 22 points of damage as well. All right. As the witch bolt goes and just hits you in the chest, although your magic versus magic energy just sort of pushes you back a little bit. And that's all for them. So Vex starts. She will jump straight into the fray here. And as she whoopsies, I did a thing. There we go. As she does, she jumps in there with her whip out, and it sort of trails flames behind her and comes down and whips this guy not once but twice down straight, and then straight to the up to the right, and just cuts through him in a sort of like whirlwind of fire, and he's down. And then she, after she finished her attack, she gets up and sort of like whips one time to clear off the dirt and grime of her fire. So you are next, John. 2 of these Darkling race left, let's say.
I am going to fling Scorching Ray. Sorry, where are you? Scorching Ray.
Which one?
At we'll do the one farthest from Dex. I'll fling 2 rays,
Okay.
and the other one I'll fling 1 ray.
Okay. At what level?
At second level.
Okay.
Is a
You have to roll the hit, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. 17 hit.
17 does hit.
Cool. So that one up top will take 13 damage.
Okay. I think that's not been... Okay. Yeah, that one's down. So 2 rays hit.
And this one will take 6 damage.
All right. He flings out 2 rays that go sort of wide and converge.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. And this one's still alive. 1 does hit this one. So Amalia, you're up.
Great.
Just 1 weakened wraith left.
So I'm going to fly over to it.
Okay.
I'm going to engage my 2-handed vicious maul
All right.
and said, one for the money, 2 for the show.
She's Babard again. I forgot. You were hasted. You could have done another attack last turn.
That's what I was
So I'm going to give
saying.
you 3 attacks this turn. Why not?
This thing's dead.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my vicious maul.
Okay.
See if it hits.
I'll give you 1 advantage. How about that? So go ahead. So roll that 1 advantage. Take the highest of the 2.
I'm using inspiration.
Okay.
Those are
Okay.
both honestly terrible
All right.
garbage rolls. 12.
That's a miss. Your first attack.
No.
Okay. Second attack.
Damn.
Are you adding the D4 also for bless?
No, I didn't add the D4, so it would have been 4. It would have been 6. No. I wasn't adding the D4. 15.
That hits.
15 hits. I said, hold on.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Okay, so it hits. Now, since I'm going to do Divine Strike because I'm transformed.
Oh yeah.
With my-
Okay.
so it's-
I think that's a Tempest Cleric ability.
Yes.
Divine Strike.
Right?
Yeah, but you also do add your damage to from the transformation.
Yeah, so I got...
A lot of damage.
So... $22
Wow.
damage.
Okay. That's with the +5 and everything.
No, plus 27.
27 damage.
Plus 5.
Okay, so Amalia flies forward with her hammer. You said two-handed, right?
Yeah, it's a 2.
And then just this wraith isn't expecting. He's sort of in melee combat there with Vex, if you will, and you just hit him, and as it connects with him, it sort of blows radiant damage out and thunder damage both. It's everything, and he's done for. And he just like explodes into nothingness.
I was supposed to make an attack roll for each ray, but I didn't. They all hit, just so you know.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
it happened. All right, and Amalia lands.
All right.
Okay, and they are eliminated. The threats that you saw anyway, there. And Phandalin is now, as far as you know, no longer under attack, but you see some destruction in the town, kind of here or there, but some people are already trying to take care of it. And this is a town you know very well, John. You spent quite some time here. So the temple looks like it's had some attacks like to the front, but it's not been damaged or anything. It's not been like nothing inside has been damaged.
I'm going to run inside of the temple.
Okay. Amalia?
John. I'll follow him.
Follow him?
Be careful.
Okay. You just run in straight away.
Running straight away. Is anyone in there?
All right. There is one person in there. Sister Grill.
So I walked in right behind him.
I dug up this photo from years ago. Literally.
I run.
Oh my God.
I run up to her and I grab her face and I ask her if she's are you okay?
Okay. She turns to you and looks and says, John. And starts to tear up a little bit. And she grabs you in a hug.
And I
she says,
embrace her as well.
Okay. Says, I've missed you so.
Yes.
Listen, and she sort of pulls back a little bit and just sort of has your shoulder and says, listen, I have something important to tell you. This attack was no accident.
What happened?
And Amalia, as you run, you're following them, right?
I was just following him.
Okay, so you and Vex run in, and as you do, somebody else is, you don't notice this, John, but you see some people who are like helping assist the town, like after you take down the race. 2 dwarves just kind of run past you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them slaps John in the back. And he says, so you're talking with John, he slaps you in the back and he says, right, John Wellington Wells, it's been a 10-day. It's Gunton Rockseeker. So yeah, you turn inevitably to see Gunton Rockseeker. The dwarf, he's got red hair, and you see actually something he didn't have before, a slash in his eye. Well, he had it before, but his eye's no longer there. It was there before, many months or a year or two ago, wherever it was. But his eye's no longer there. Next to him is his younger brother you rescued from Wayback Cave, Nundro, I think. And they're both there. They have their war hammers in hand as well. And
I put my hand on his shoulder. My friend, how are you?
he says, well, it's good to see you, John.
It's good.
Things were great.
That's...
The mining operations have taken off wonderfully. In fact, I assume you're here for your cut, like we promised you.
Not exactly, but we'll talk later.
Well, and so he looks at his brother, his younger brother, Nundro. They both have red hair. They look very similar, actually. Well, I take that back. Very similar, except for Gundren has no hair, and Nundro still has hair. So, anyway, so he looks back at you and he says, you took down those weird creatures out there. How about this? Why don't you and your compatriots stay at my place tonight? Me and Devalia will cook you up some dwarven stew. You'll love it.
We will... I certainly appreciate that.
And Grell can stay as well. She looks flustered, and Grell sort of nods.
Okay. Thank you, Gundren.
And Gundren looks back and says, oh, I remember her. It's Amalia. We met as you were leaving town.
To tell you the truth, I don't remember.
Just barely. I'm not sure we talked. But I remember the town. They wouldn't stop talking about this beautiful cleric, winged angelic cleric that was at the town, and you were the talk of the town, lass.
Thank you.
But I didn't get it. I said I like my women short and with beards.
My beard hasn't been coming in very well.
Right.
I'm gonna fold my wings back in. Thank you for your offer.
Please, you must stay.
No, thank you very much.
If you know anything about Gundren, you know he won't take no for an answer.
But I have some things for you as well. And who's that?
Oh, this is Vex. Vex.
Like, hey.
Vex, do me a favor. Behave, okay?
She nods. So, how are things with, but come.
We follow.
Yeah.
Okay, you follow? Okay, so Gunnar's gonna take you to his house, which you hadn't, he didn't have a house here, of course, but since he's manning the mining operations now in the Wayback Cave, he has a nice sort of, stone home here in his mining town of Phandalin. And as you get out, there wasn't too much damage done to the town. You pretty much took care of it really quickly. And yeah, whatever. And so people are already taking care of it, and he guides you back to his to his house. So you go inside. It's sort of set up where lots of dwarven things, dwarven artifacts, lots of interesting stonework that looks like he's done by hand, him and his brother. You see his wife there, who's when dwarves say like bearded, it's actually more like sideburns kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so his wife is there who waves to you. She has like light blonde hair. She's also a dwarf, a shield dwarf. And that's it. So you're now in Gundren's house. So he ushers you to sit down.
I'll stay standing.
Okay. No, that's not dwarven hospitality. Sit.
Right. Okay. You have a lovely home. I love the stonework.
Oh, I did it myself. Dwarven architecture. Look, you can see Miri's beard in there.
Could have used this at the temple that I grew up in.
It's glorious, Gundren.
So he sits down for a moment, and then his wife sort of looks at him, and he gets back up, and he starts preparing a meal for you guys, and he's talking to you. Nundor's kind of quiet, but he waves and stuff. And he says, John, look at my eye.
Which one?
Well, the one that's missing. Remember when you and Bjornos, Razwar, and Ellis stormed Cragmaw Keep?
But of course, like it was yesterday.
You saved my life. I owe you everything. But that wound never healed.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
But it was funny. It was so funny. With the owlbear that attacked.
Yes.
Right, so how are they?
Well,
how is Bjornos?
Oh, Bjornos as well as ever, enjoying plenty of fire brandy.
Oh, good. And does he still have that little mouse?
But of course he does.
And what about it? So you see him sort of chopping some interesting looking ingredients that probably aren't. They're probably. I think the dwarves are further to the northwest, but yeah. And he says, and Razwar, he's still going on about war and all that.
Usually, yes.
And any Alice, I could never peg him.
Well, he's the quiet type.
Right.
Gundren, I want to let you know, I'm so sorry to hear about the loss of your eye. However, I will say the only thing more fearsome than a dwarf is a cyclops.
Right! I totally get it! Also, I hate cyclops. Anything giant, John, you know.
I know. Just
pain in my beard.
Just a jest, my friend.
He has a thunderous laugh, and he sort of already prepared some food, some dwarven snacks there, which taste sort of like strong and minerally, let's say.
Mineral?
Yeah, they live in the mountains.
Do you have any mineral water?
So, like mushrooms and I don't know, things like that.
Do you have any mineral water, Gundren? I think Sister Grell could use a drink.
Okay, so you see Vex sits down and she's asking for some alcohol and stuff.
I'll go up to his wife.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on many travels. We have, and I'll pull out of my bag of holding half a jug of the Neverwinter black wine.
Oh, right. Yeah.
If you want to share.
She smiles. Yes, thank you.
Welcome. It's the least that we could do. Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. Okay, that's very nice of you. Here, take an inspiration in return. Okay, So he serves up some food, and even though, it's been a little while, you've been talking and moving around and stuff like that, I showed you around the house, and at this point maybe you have some appetite, so you can snack on some dwarf, which tastes all right.
You knock it back with the wine.
Knock it back with the wine. Vex has a lot of wine, actually, and so he's a little tipsy, but doesn't realize she's a dragon or anything. And Sister Grell is there, but she's not saying anything the whole time. She sort of just shoots some glances at you, John.
Grell, was your house disturbed?
Mm-mm.
Are you alright?
I'm okay, John. We can talk later.
I think that would be... And I look toward Amalia, and then I look away. A good idea.
All right, and you hear Vex just roaring in laughter as she drinks more wine, some sort of coming down her face. Okay, so Gundren comes up to you after you've eaten, and he says, John, I have something for you. And for you too, Amalia.
What's that, Gundren?
So Gundren goes back, and he has a chest there, has tools and things. He's just throwing them out or whatever, looking for something. And he gets out a book, and it looks like some kind of hammer. And he goes up to you first, John, and he says, right, we found this in the Wayback Cave. Here, take it.
What is it?
So you look at it. It's a book that talks about sort of how to be a leader, if you will. And it's very old. It's probably centuries old, because Wayback Cave was originally inhabited by wizards and mages. And as you start to read through a little bit, it's a tome of leadership and influence, increasing your charisma by +2, and increasing your charisma cap to 22.
That's wild. Wow.
Oh, well.
He says, and I've got something for Razwar and Alice and Bjornos as well, something powerful. But we'll get to that later.
Oh my.
Finish reading the book. Finish reading that. I don't mind.
I certainly will. Thank you very much.
Amalia, well, I say, you can probably use this. I've heard tales. It's you two and your team fighting the giants, is it not?
No, trying to. Thing has been giving us quite a bit of trouble.
I knew it. Well, dwarves and giants, they never got along.
Right.
So, here's this. He gets out, he had it before in his hand, but he reveals it to you. It's a mighty hammer. It looks like kind of what you're using, but very strong and stout. And the head of the hammer, it's made of dwarven stone, and carved there are like inscriptions and images of dwarves throwing hammers at giants.
Wow.
Yeah. So he says, look at this. It's a hammer thrower. And I spruced it up myself a bit. Yeah, take it.
I
You must. It's for slaying giants, and you are slaying giants. I insist. He grabs your...
Right.
He has a big huge dwarven hand. He just sort of grabs your hand and puts it on the hammer, at which point you are immediately attuned to it. It's a hammer thrower. Well, there's one problem. Amalia, you are strong, I know. But to wield this, you must be stronger. And he goes through his toolbox, and he's throwing out all sorts of tools and chiseling stuff and whatever, and grabs something out. And he's very ornamental gauntlets, which he gives you, which are those.
Whoa!
And he hands it to you and says, wear these. You'll be able to wield that hammer, no problem. So you now have gauntlets of ogre power, which increase your strength to 19.
Holy wow! My strength was a 15.
Yeah, so now it's 19. So it's a +4 modifier, and you can wield this hammer thrower now.
Wow. That's a great weapon.
Okay, so let me tell you about the hammer thrower.
Hold on. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So much to write.
You have 22 charisma now? Do you know the normal cap is 20, right?
Correct.
Okay, there's very few things that can take you above 20.
So hammer thrower.
Hammer thrower. Gundren's
+4
hammer
for
thrower.
strength. I'm going to go through and fix all of this.
Yeah, but don't worry about that. Doesn't for now. Just we'll focus on the hammer. So the hammer is going to do the hammer basically, and realistically, it's only thrown. So use your strength.
So that'd be a +6 modifier, right?
Yes. So hammer's thrown. It's the equivalent of a +2 hammer.
Okay.
Okay. So it does when you throw it. I'm going to just explain this to you. When you throw it, It's thrown, whenever you throw, it uses a strength modifier, so the gauntlets will really help you. So you can do whatever you want. It's like a normal attack if it's thrown. When it hits, it does 2d8 damage.
2d8?
Yeah, so I think it's better than the other thing you were using.
Better than them all?
Yeah, better than them all.
Yeah, it's 2d6.
Yeah, so 2d8 damage. And if it hits anything, I should have looked, but I think it's anything that's giant size, basically, it does an extra 2d8 damage as well on top of that.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a truly incredible gift. Thank you.
You deserve it. Use it to slay the giants.
That's our plan.
Good. And then, look. Like a dwarf when you're using it. Whoa.
I'll think of you. It'll be used in your honor.
Okay, so it looks like at this point things are sort of wrapping up, and you spend a couple hours talking, reminiscing, and it's late evening at this point, and Vex is very drunk. So Vex comes over to you, John, and puts her arm around him, and she's like, "So, John, what are you doing?"
Vex, what did I tell you about behaving?
I'll walk up to
I
them.
like wine.
Vex, why don't we go get some fresh air? So I grab her around the hips.
Let's do it.
We're gonna go.
Woo!
We have like a front porch or something.
You want to go flying?
No, let's just.
Not that kind of flying, Amalia.
Let's see. Just follow me. I think there's a nice stream behind his
Persuasion?
house. Oh wow. A critical
That's
one.
that's what this is for.
No, you can't do
I
that.
can't on a critical
One's
one.
automatic failures, and 20 is automatic success.
Not on skill checks.
Oh, it's right, on skill checks, only attacks. Really? Okay. All
Are you
right.
sure?
Yes!
Okay, if you want to use inspiration, that's fine. Although sometimes it's funner to just go with the flow.
It's too late.
It's too late to roll another one.
Nat 20!
How is that? Okay.
That's wild!
All right.
I rolled a 1 and then a 20.
That's a very.
We're
low
going
success.
outside.
Okay, so she looks at you and sort of like, all right, nods
I
her head.
grab her
Okay.
and we're gonna
All
walk
right.
out.
And she's sort of like wavering a little bit. She does. She's telling you some kind of crazy, wacky stories about dragon stuff and her wife or partner, Anna. So, all right, that's it, John. That leaves you.
I had to use that. I've been rolling terribly.
Fair enough. Okay, so that's it. It's just you and sort of Nundro goes upstairs to what you assume is maybe his room, and Gundren and his wife are sort of just cleaning up a little bit.
Okay. How large is the room, roughly?
It's not too big. Probably the size of let's say 10 by 12.
Okay. So is there any place for Sister Burrell and I to have any privacy?
Yeah, earlier when you were doing like a house tour, basically, she was showing all the framework and the stonework and all that. You guys are staying in I need to mention this, in a room that's sort of like for temporary for miners who would come and do work and would stay there sort of temporarily. So it has 4 beds in it.
Okay. So I head to the room. To that room.
Like, Gorella's not sure what to do. She's sort of like maybe trying to help clean up a little bit or sort of,
Okay, I notice that she's not taking the hint, so I walk up to her and kind of pull her arm a bit.
Okay. And she thanks Gundren and everybody and heads up with you sort of meekishly. And you go into the room, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And she sits down and sort of, she's very proper and sits down and is not sure what to say.
I kind of pace back and forth, and then I decide to sit down.
Okay. Just at the edge of like a bed or whatever. There's a couple chairs, but
yes.
Okay.
Well, my dear, I think we have some things we need to discuss.
She nods, yes. John, wait. She sort of stops you. She touches her hand lightly, but then sort of withdraws it. John, I should have told you sooner. My name is not Garel. It's Risa. Risa. I am a child of a human from this realm and an Eladrin elf from the Feywilds. You see, sometimes our planes converge. And my mother, when that happened, the Feywilds and the material realm, my mother fell in love with a man from here. And they had me. However, and I've never told anybody this, but for her sect of the Eladrin Elves, having a child with an outsider is forbidden. They claim this act is prophesied to bring about destruction and calamity for all the elves in the Feywild. So, and she sort of hesitates a little bit. But my father, he tried to defend me. And in doing so, he was transformed into an elemental beast. They took him away from us to forever roam the Feywilds, and I have not seen him since. So my mother had no choice. She fled with me and brought me here. But when we arrived, she died from a wound, Jon.
Oh my.
When I first met you, I felt something special, powerful within you. And I thought maybe that if we worked together, you could help me return to the Feywilds, to find my father. So, despite my best intentions, Jon, I used you. I just wanted to go home. I was alone and lost. And now they seek to destroy me for some stupid prophecy.
My dear. It's all right.
Okay, you see, sort of, she's just drowning in tears.
I understand. I have a confession of my own to make. You know, I hadn't been gone for very long when we met. I said I'd been on the streets for years, but really I'd just run away. If you all know some Raswell, they don't. Didn't think they'd understand. You were my first love.
She looks away a little bit and looks back at you.
But now that love has changed. And it has been replaced with a want for friendship. But nothing more.
Do you mean if there's somebody else that's...
There is.
Then, and she's sort of drying off her tears. Then there's one more thing you should know. A wrinkle. I know it was I who persuaded you to propose your love to me. And I promise I did not know this, but in doing so, we created a bond between us that is linked through the Feywilds. So strong is this bond that neither you nor I will ever be able to truly love anyone else until this bond is removed. In fact, if you had met somebody and it didn't work out, or it has not worked out, it is because of this. I'm sorry. I promise I did not know. I was desperate. But I did read that there is a ritual that can be performed in the Feywilds to remove this bond, so that you and I can choose love for love, and for no other selfish reason.
But you said it yourself, the Feywilds only converge with this realm.
You're right. I work as a cleric in this small town. If we knew, and she seems very desperate, she's sort of like grasping at straw. She says, if If we knew an archmage or a dragon or somebody powerful that could take us to the Feywilds, I could return home.
Did you say dragon?
Maybe, yes.
Well, funny story that. You know Vex?
Yes, that horned tiefling.
Well, she's actually a dragon.
What?
She's actually a dragon. That's how we got here.
Is she the one? Is she the one for you?
No. But she's been watching over you. I sent her to protect you. While
She grabbed his
I was
hand.
away.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
Maybe she can do it. You said strange things had been happening. What else?
The I'm sure the Eladrin House's crazy sect is sending these Fey creatures to try to destroy me, so this prophecy is not fulfilled.
Well,
But it's stupid. It's impossible.
I see there's no other way. We must find your father. And we must go to the Feywilds. No matter the cost.
Thank you, John. And she goes up and sort of kisses you in the forehead.
Was any of it real?
And she looks, she says, yes, it was, but I was still selfish and untrue.
Well, you're not alone in that.
Thank you for understanding.
Thank you.
Okay, at this point, Amalia, you've returned with Vex, who's now no longer intoxicated. She quickly
Over it?
Yeah.
Well,
You kind of see only Gundren's down there in the main living area, and he's just sort of toying with some he's like chiseling some stone just for fun.
well,
With one eye, he's eyeing.
thank you for dinner.
Right.
I think it's probably time for bed, Vex.
Head on up. I stay up late working on the finances for the mining operation.
Right. Well, we'll see you bright and early.
Right.
I make my way downstairs. No?
Vex? Time for bed?
Yeah. Like I could take a little doze.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna start heading up the stairs.
Okay.
Come on.
You
Good night.
Okay. You open the door. Are you going straight in?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you pause?
I'm going straight in.
Okay.
It's time for
You
bed.
do that and you just catch Sister Gorel kissing John on the forehead and sort of retracting.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Let
Molly.
me start to close the door.
Okay. No, Gorel comes over and opens the door and she says, No, it's not what you think.
I didn't assume anything. I intruded. I will grab my things and I
Amalia.
can sleep downstairs.
No, we must sleep. It's time. This is our room. Come in. Vex sort of shoves her way in and she goes, yeah.
All right.
Goes to her bed, sort of sits down and watches. She says, I love this.
Well, good night. And
Wait, John.
Vex, can we have a word, please?
And she sort of kicks back, puts her feet in, what's this, like cross-legged or something?
Yeah.
And puts her arms back and says, yes, Johnny boy?
Outside.
One sec, sorry. Okay. And she says, buttons. She says, no, let's talk here.
Can I try to persuade her?
Sure.
$25.
25. She looks at you and says, all right, like, I'll talk with you in private, but, like, do this for me first. I want you to, like, get on a knee and say, Lady Vex is totally righteous, and I, John Wellington Wells, am a total dweeb.
I'm not going to do that, Vex.
All right, then we talk here.
John, it's late. Just spit it out. We all want to go to sleep.
Lady Vex is the greatest ever, and John is a little dweeb.
Okay, she literally bursts out loud. She says, Anna's gonna totally love this. Okay, she gets up and sort of like flicks her hair back and goes to the outside.
Okay. Vex, I've just learned some very disturbing news.
She looks at you very intently.
Could you, I know, okay. Could you, theoretically speaking, get us to the Feywilds? What's so funny?
Oh, Johnny boy, you think everyone's totally in love with you and do whatever they want for you?
No, I do not think that, Vex. At all.
So, like, you're willing to tell me that you would go to the Feywilds knowing that time passes totally different in the Feywilds. And, like, you come back, it could be 1,000 years in the future, all your companions would be dead, and you could lose all your memories coming back. And you're willing to do that. You're willing to risk something to lose that and possibly lose everything.
Yes.
She mulls it over a little bit. She like fiddles with her horns. John, I gotta say, I like your confidence. I'll take you to the Feywilds.
You have to promise me one thing first. You can't tell Amalia what this is about.
Right.
And I mean to make this an oath of blood.
All right. Oh, you got your dragon? Okay. All right. It's like not how it works with dragon. She grabs her hand and licks it.
Okay.
She says, "Are you?" And she sort of touches your face for a second.
What? Am I what?
Are you human?
Of course I'm human.
Oh, yeah. Like you must be. Okay. Promise me.
I just learned that Sister Gorell and I are bound by powerful Feywild magic. The only way that I can ever truly be with the one that I love, truly know that she is the one that I love, is to travel there and break this bond.
I get it.
But if it doesn't work, you must never tell Amalia of this.
All right. Dragon's promise.
Okay. We leave tomorrow.
Like, they'll need to know that it's very dangerous.
Oh, I'll make sure that they know that.
And, okay, let's do it.
Okay. Tomorrow then.
Tomorrow morning, bright and early, I will take you to the Feywilds.
Get some sleep.
I will. You too, John.
I stay outside.
All right. And she sort of comes inside. And when she goes, in the meantime, Amalia, you're in a room with Sister Grove, who looks at you. She sort of like just looks down, doesn't even look at you. Not out of spite, but she's very embarrassed and doesn't know how to handle the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. And she sort of looks at you, just sort of tapping her fingers, and she says, so do you sew?
Do I sew?
Do you sew?
You know, I never learned. I grew up in the temple. I didn't know my parents, so must be things mothers teach their daughters that I never learned. Do you sew?
I taught myself. My parents weren't around much.
It's a beautiful thing to know.
Hey, want me to show you a cross stitch?
I have very thick knuckles and hands from all the. Yes, I would love to learn a cross stitch.
Okay, so she sort of gingerly sits next to you and shows you some techniques for sewing.
That's what girls do during sleepover.
I don't know. I've never been there.
You're doing like a athletics check.
A what?
Athletics check.
Oh, you need a dexterity. Yeah, dexterity.
Oh my god! Actually, though.
Yeah, dexterity. That's fine.
7.
7? Okay, it's you. She has like a piece of like a yarn and like a little ball, or whatever, and you're sewing some handicraft stuff she has around, and you poke yourself a couple times trying to get through, and yeah, a little bit of blood comes out, and she's like, "It's okay, you're learning."
Thank you.
You seem very strong, Amalia. How can I be as strong as you?
It's mostly the weapons that I carry. No, it's strong in faith and the people around you. That was yours. And strength from the people around you.
I see. Thank you. And then you and Bex come in. Bex just bashes open the door, really unaware of her own strength, honestly. You think, and sits in the bed and closes her eyes.
Well, thank you. I hand back though, so okay. I'm not sure if that will be my future as a seamstress, but I appreciate
she giggles at you. Okay.
the lesson. It's been a long day. Good night.
She says, Amalia, I admire you. You're very beautiful and strong, and I like your hair.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You are very beautiful as well. Good night.
Okay, and Jon comes in.
I awkwardly lay in my bed.
Okay, Jon comes in.
I pretend to be asleep.
Molly, I know you're not asleep.
Can I do a stealth check?
Not really. No. I mean, you're not.
Molly, I know you're not asleep.
What, Jon? It's late. A long day of battle.
We're going on a very perilous trip tomorrow. If you don't want to come, I won't hold it against you.
Where? My back is still turned to him.
Okay.
Malia, will you look at me?
Jon, it's late.
Here you go, Malia. It's fresh.
Where are we going? The group is waiting for us. Poor little Basil is all by himself with a group of strangers.
They're not strangers anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
You had a few days, remember? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fine, they're not strangers.
Malia, we're going to the Feywilds.
Feywilds? Why?
I can't.
You go and you might not be able to come back. The Feywilds? What is this, a nursery rhyme? A children's story? We're not going to the Feywilds. They're giants.
I'm going to the Feywilds, and if you don't want to come, you don't have to.
Vex opens his eye and says, like, he'll die without you, Malia.
Why are we going to the Feywilds? Why are you going to the Feywilds?
I can't tell you right now.
You can't tell me.
I can't tell you right now.
Jon, at this point we've been traveling together for the Adventures Guild how many years? You can't tell me why you're not going? People in the north need you.
I need you to trust me or stay home. But Vex and I and Sister Gorell are going to the Feywilds tomorrow morning. And I would like you to come along.
Like, I'm not babysitting Jon, Amalia.
Everybody knew about this trip with me.
The girl looks at you and says, I didn't. But... And she sort of stopped talking.
But what?
Anyways.
No, but what? If I'm going, I need to know why.
Jon, my father is there. And she... Do you stop her from talking, Jon?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all she says.
Her father is there. And I thought it would be appropriate if I helped her get him back.
Jon, we've already spent so much... I'm so sorry, Gorell, but we've already spent so much time with him about the Harris father as well. What is this? I understand. I mean, I don't understand familial bonds in that way, but we can... But...
It's a gift to one I love.
Here we go.
Well, I don't have time. Make up your mind.
Fine, I'm going.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning. And I leave the room and I go back downstairs.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend the night, like, outside in the fresh air.
Okay, Gundren, he's just chiseling away. Ching, ching, ching as he comes down. He says, right? Oh, lad, one of those nights. Take the cot.
Thank you.
He sort of chisels away. Okay.
I don't say anything else to the girls and I just go to bed.
Okay, that's fine. All right. You have some interesting dreams overnight. And you wake up the next morning. And it's
The advantages of a long rest.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you get a long rest. And John, it's really cold out there at night in winter. So unless you do something, you're not going to get the benefits of a long rest.
LOL.
I'm going to crawl into a rope trick.
Okay, that'll work.
I want to be alone.
Okay. All
You
right.
said you were never going to use that spell.
Rope trick works. Anyway, you have. It doesn't
That's
last all night. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. So John's like, ties up a little rope and ties the portal, and he's nice and warm.
Rope trick doghouse.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna use back.
That's
Anyway, can you poke that my way? Yeah. So morning rolls around in Phandalin, and you wake up, of course, well rested, and you see already. You eventually have to come out of the rope trick, but you kind of are all right for the rest of the night to get enough rest. You know, you go back and forth. But the last couple hours, you sleep really nice, and it's kind of warm. And then as you wake up, you realize Vex is right next to you, just sitting there, and all the snow's melted around her.
Vex! Good morrow.
Good morrow. So she gets up all perky. Ready to go to the Feywilds?
Well, let's make sure everyone else is first.
All right. So you go downstairs. You can Gunner's making some breakfast, and he's good for you guys to leave. So if you want to, and he gives you some. He can give you a few magical items, which we'll get to and gold as well. I think you guys got a cut of the mining operation stuff. Anyway, so Razor and Allison, you can also get some stuff too, which he hands you.
Thank you, Gundren.
I'm sitting quietly down there.
Right.
I'm cleaning off the new hammer thrower that he gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Silently.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Gundren, my friend.
Right.
Where we're going is very dangerous, and I may not see you again.
Everywhere you go is dangerous, John.
I'm afraid this is a bit more serious. I just want to thank you for your kindness and your hospitality.
Okay. It looks like he blushes a little bit. So he comes up to you, John, bring it home, bring it home. He gives you a big dwarven hug. Almost to the point where I need you to give me a constitution saving throw.
14.
Okay, that's all right. It's just very tense and you feel like your bones are about to shatter, but he lets go eventually.
Oh!
All right.
I'll miss you too, friend.
He goes in, Amalia just sort of pats you on the shoulder a little bit. Yeah, but it's really strong. It's like every time you pat you, your whole shoulder goes down.
Oh,
He's a really strong dwarven hand from mining the
lovely
old
to see you again.
Okay. You remember him very vaguely. You met him for
Yeah.
just a moment.
Yeah.
Before you went up to kill that, or save that sheep wizard or whatever.
Alright, I got mine.
He was the freaking sheep wizard. Yeah, you showed up. You showed up in Phandalin.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Alright,
Okay.
are we leaving?
Risa takes you to the side.
Who?
Oh my god, sorry. Sister Girl takes you by the side. And she says, she doesn't explain much more based on the father thing, but she says, I want you to know that my name is Risa.
Great.
Okay.
Listen, hopefully it'll be a quick trip. Not
hope
that I
so.
don't want to reunite you with your father, but I have the rest of my party waiting for me.
I'm sorry.
Alright!
You can just drop me off if you want.
No, it's, I am coming along. I said I would, and I'm staying true to my word, so.
Thank you. She bows, like a bow, I guess would be like basically a bow very deeply.
Ready?
Okay, Vex gets up there and she's like we should totally go somewhere else. Not here.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go next.
Yeah. All right, so she takes you around back in the house, behind the house in some like a wooded area, and she says, "Are you ready? Go to the Feywilds. It's pretty wild."
I look at John. Did you tell Risa what Vex is, so she's prepped?
Oh, she knows.
Right.
Okay, and then Vex puts out her hand. She says, "It's time to hold hands."
Okay, I awkwardly reach a hand out to Amalia.
I grab it really tight.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze his hand. You roll for Constitution.
Do a strength.
Yeah, I'm going to actually.
Okay, fair enough.
Strength. What am I doing? You said strength?
13.
Yeah, plus proficiency of the gloves, plus 7.
This is
Four.
contested strength?
I know, but I'm not let you add your proficiency here because you have the gloves on.
4 plus 3?
Mm-hmm.
24.
Even if you had a plus 3, yours is what?
13.
Okay, you take 1d6 points of bludgeoning damage. I will roll that for you.
That's what I thought.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. Okay, so your hand aches, and she's wearing these ogre gauntlets, so it's like.
Do you like my new gift? Your friend gave them to me.
Yeah!
Let's go, Vex.
Like hold. Okay, here we go. All right, she starts to cast a spell. She's saying something in Draconic, like an ancient Draconic language. You don't even. Do you speak Draconic, right?
Yes.
But you don't, right?
No.
Okay. You only catch some words, John, but it's like a powerful portal spell. Beneath you, some runes alight, and then suddenly they flare up, and you guys are like going down into the portal. So you see the world sort of go away, and then in a flash, you are no longer in Faerun.
Ooh.
You are now. You are now in the Feywilds, which are basically it's a place of like wild freedom. Arcane magic and wilderness abound. That's all it is. It's just all wilderness. Crazy wilderness, though. It looks like Faerun. Imagine like a typical fantasy setting, but like a storybook fantasy setting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all next level. Like everything, the flora, the fauna, everything is crazy and wild, and different colors that you've never even seen before. It's totally fantastical. It's vibrant, and you feel energy just throughout the whole area. You smell scents of every season, scents you've never smelled before, and there's always like a sweet taste in your mouth. That's always just sweet. And you hear the sounds of animals that who knows what they are, but they're not anything you've heard before.
So these are the Feywilds. I didn't think this actually existed.
With everything you've seen, you didn't think this existed.
I guess I never thought about it.
I guess I didn't either.
So you see Vex trying to do something, and she's looking really frustrated. She's tapping her foot.
She needs your attention.
Vex, is everything alright?
Like, kind of. I can't transform back into a dragon.
I'm gonna try. Can I tell if I can cast like light or anything?
I think that's whatever you want. Yeah, she's
Light.
saying she can't transform back.
Oh.
Sometimes the Feywild has the wild magic, as we've been looking at recently, has very unique or unexpected things could happen. You guys are fine for now, yeah. All right, so here we are in the Feywilds, and Vex looks at Risa and walks up to her and puts her forehead to hers and starts doing some magical incantation, if you will, and backs up and says, "I've located your father."
Well, that was quick.
I think because she had some kind of link with the Feywilds, we actually landed kind of close.
Well, where is he?
To the southwest. Like, just follow me.
That could be anywhere. It's the Feywilds.
Right, but I think Risa will know as we get closer.
Okay.
Risa, what can you tell us about your father before we find him?
My father, he was a human. He was from...
Was.
Well, right, because... Oh. John?
He's an elemental being now.
His name was Carden, and because of me, he was turned into a elemental.
What type?
Wind or lightning. Anyway, I haven't seen him since then.
Something I know well. All right. Let's move.
Let's go.
Okay, so you follow Vex for a little while, and you get surprisingly hungry as you constantly have like sweet taste, or you kind of want to, I don't know, you're just longing for food.
I'm starving.
Me too.
Didn't we just eat?
Well, that could have been years ago for all we know.
Vex looks at you and says, I could protect you a little bit in the Feywilds, but I don't know. Check your bags.
Okay, I look at my bag of holding.
You have no food.
I have no food.
Damn. My rations are gone.
Alright, well, keep your eyes peeled. See any berries or anything?
Risa looks at you and says, I read a little bit. I think mostly everything here is edible.
Mostly.
So Vex looks over and Risa goes down and sort of plucks a flower and eats it.
But Jessica, if you can eat it...
And she says, tastes good.
I don't trust that.
Okay, if you don't want to try to eat anything, you have some real constitution. Eventually you'll get some exhaustion from hunger.
I'll eat some of the same flowers that she ate.
Okay, you eat some of the flowers. You grab, they're sort of a reddish yellow, purple, orange, green, blue, purple. I said purple twice. Anyway, you
Sounds
hesitate.
very Feywilds.
Put it in, yeah. You put it in your mouth, and it's like a burst. It's like a starburst. Not sponsored.
Yes.
Yeah, taste the rainbow kind of thing. It explodes in your mouth.
Wowza!
It has a lot of sustenance. It's full of like magical energy.
Oh my god, this is amazing, Amalia. I have to try one.
He took to kick it out of his hand. I grabbed my own.
Okay, you eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, tastes like dirt to you.
Why would you lie to me like that? That is like...
I'm not lying to you. Look,
Dad!
maybe you just took the wrong one. Eat this one.
Give me that. I put that one in my mouth.
Okay, it tastes like flesh, like uncooked meat.
Oh my... And I go behind and I like throw it up. behind a
Okay,
tree.
all right, you throw it up.
You must be doing something wrong. I grab another fistful.
He's like, I love starburst. Okay, those flowers don't seem to be. The wild magic effects are different for everybody. So.
I go to someone. Why would you give that to me? And I shove him.
Okay, all right. You just get pushed back a little bit.
Was it not enough that you almost broke my hand?
Shut up.
Oh.
Let's keep moving.
You're still hungry.
Well, I'm gonna stay hungry.
There's more than flowers, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab another
Yes.
flower that I haven't picked, a different color.
Okay.
Do I have do I have a torch or anything in my bag? Does my fire work?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fireworks.
Okay, I'm gonna make a little pile of the fires and
Okay.
I'm gonna burn it a little bit.
Burn. Okay, like singe it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Different kind of flower, right?
Yeah, different.
So there's
See
some
what
colors
happens.
there's something like multichromatic. They look like it's almost not even like a normal red, green, blue, but it like shimmers.
Is there any water nearby?
Yeah, there's like streams and waterfall. I mean, this place is like it's the wildest you can imagine.
So I'm gonna grab some of the water and I'll mix in the burned flowers.
Oh, like a
Try
little
to-
mortal vessel thing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then try to drink it.
You try. Oh, you try to drink. You make a smoothie, a Feywild
Yeah.
smoothie. Okay. It
Tropical.
looks like you found your something that what
My
your
flower.
starburst.
Okay.
Yeah, and it tastes delicious going down.
Because I had to do the work
Yeah.
to make it taste good.
Like not necessarily.
Meanwhile, I'm just grabbing flowers and eating them joyously.
Okay, all right. Risa grabs your hand and says, "You may not want to eat so much. Your magical energy could explode."
Could
And Vex says, "Oh my God, John, you're gonna blow." Roll a nothing. You're fine. farts.
And he just farts.
Yes, farts. Okay, fair enough. All right, you've eaten a little bit, and you're good to go. Risa eats a little bit too of whatever she can find, some mushrooms, other plants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're fine now. You don't feel hungry anymore.
Continue on.
I'm gonna grab some more of the flour that I like. If
Okay.
there's one similar, and put some in my bag.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
I'll put some in my bag.
You mean you're stuffing it on your mouth? And...
Yeah.
Pretty sure that. And then put them in
Taste the
bag.
rainbow. Okay, you can eat that whenever you want, basically, or if you see anything similar. There's nothing similar. You won't find another patch like this again, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in my bag.
All right, you continue, and the verdant and multi-chromatic sort of landscape just changes constantly as you're walking, from like fall to autumn to summer to winter, and it's but it never feels cold or warm or anything. Almost feels kind of temperate. But everything
How
looks
much
different.
time do we think has passed?
Vex looks. Okay, wait. That's not. So she looks around and says, "Not much."
That's good.
Risa,
Okay.
do you feel anything?
She says, she looks deep inside and she meditates for a minute. She says, I remember this feeling. He's close, right there. And as you walk a little bit closer, suddenly you see a wooded area, a densely wooded area, just vines and trees just all wrapped together, almost in like a case, like a casing of some sort, made of vegetation. And you see one door. Just like a door made of metal. Like it looks like almost like there's like a dome of wood and other vegetation and trees and flowers.
Through that door.
And she looks and says, she nods, but she has no idea.
Okay. I walk up to the door.
Okay, so you get close, and this door is engraved of some kind of metal. It still doesn't look like it's man-made or anything. It's very organic, almost like formed down rock or something. And it's like shapes of trees and like a landscape almost is the door is made out of. And it's almost like made of like a gate of some kind. And it has no handles or anything.
Why don't you knock?
Well, if you do something else, it's pretty obvious when you get close. Aside from, well, give me a perception.
Can I?
6.
6?
I was
Okay, you catch the bear. You want to do something?
I was just gonna cast guidance on him.
Oh, you're just looking around.
Oh, cool.
So you catch the bare center of the door, John, which are 3 things. Other than the decorations, the wooded decorations, you can't see. Even though it looks like it's grated, you can't seem to see through it. And nor can you go through all the you can't see all through any of the dense wood either, creating the dome here. But you do see that there is a keyhole, and the middle has almost like a mirror, like a rounded mirror. And you see your reflection in the mirror.
Some type of mirror. Somebody come take a closer look with me.
Okay, I'll walk up to him to the door.
Okay? You see the same things basically. You look in the mirror and you see yourself and everything else behind you.
And
Like
you
a normal
can't see
mirror.
through the grating.
No, you can't see it. No.
Can I touch the door and cast light on it?
Sure, you can cast light on an object. The light just sort of
It just reflects
illuminates
back.
out. Yeah.
And there's a keyhole.
There's a keyhole, yeah, in the mirror. That's the 2 main things.
I have in my bag a mystery key.
All right. Does that open anything?
I don't know. I would need to look it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I would need to ask the gods.
Let's look at the mystery key. The mystery key might do something.
Ask the goddess. What does this key?
Oh, okay. So mystery key has a chance of opening anything,
Great.
but a small chance. And if it works, you lose a key. If it doesn't, you keep the key.
I would grab it in the back holding. I have this key that I've had forever.
Yeah.
Okay. So you take the mystery key, and the mystery key has sort of on its head a question mark carved. Otherwise, it looks like a normal key made of iron. So take the key and turn it. I need to move this.
I really was like, I have this in my bag.
Unfortunately, the key does not work.
And it disappears.
It does not disappear unless it works.
Oh, give that.
Well, that was useless.
Well,
Good try, though. That was actually surprising. Keep that in mind.
Well,
The most outstanding thing about the door seems to be the mirror. That's really the only thing that catches your attention as being unusual.
I'll go up to the mirror. I put my hand on it.
Okay. Doesn't do anything, but again, it's a mirror. Sort of, you can see, as you get close to it, you obviously see your face, and you see everything behind you as well.
Does the background look right? Like everything behind me looks fine?
I mean, it looks more or less.
Can I, you know how on mirrors you like breathe on them? Does anything happen?
Okay, it fogs up a little bit, yeah. Okay.
Risa, dear, why don't you come up here for a moment?
Okay, she comes up.
Look into the mirror.
Okay. She says, I see myself and everything behind me.
What about Vex?
Vex goes to the mirror and waves. And she goes, I don't know. I'm like totally too impetuous for these kind of puzzles.
Is there anything else behind us? I'm gonna roll.
Give me perception.
Yeah. 21.
21. Yeah, there's things behind you. And
As I was asking if the mirror was reflecting correctly.
okay, it seems to be reflecting correctly, except for something looks a little off.
Something looks a little off. What looks off?
Okay, from where? From you looking in
I'm
the
saying
mirror?
if I'm looking into the mirror and I'm looking at the background behind
Mhm.
me, that's what I was asking before.
Yeah, I know,
Does
you turn
everything
around.
look fine?
Yes, everything looks
And then when
fine
I
except
turn
for one
around-
little thing looks a little odd.
Okay. Which is me.
Which is, no, not you.
No.
You look fine. But you notice that on the base of a tree
Mhm.
behind you, there's a hole where there isn't a hole when you turned around and looked.
There. See that hole? You see it in the mirror, and you look back in the spot.
You do see it, John, when she points it out to you.
Go stand over there, and I'll
Why?
point. Go stand over there, and I'll point to where it is.
Okay. Just okay.
Walk back. A little to your left.
Okay.
To your
Yes.
left.
Come on,
Left.
come on, over
To your
there.
left.
This way.
Oh,
My left.
it's mirrored, I see.
Okay.
Right there.
There.
Bend down. That's it.
Okay. You put your hand, it looks like the trunk is there. There's nothing unusual.
Put your hand in it. Oh, watch out! I'm kidding. Put your hand in.
I reach my hand into the trunk.
Okay. Your hand it's an illusion. It goes straight through. Inside, you feel like a wooden object.
Oh. Can I pull it out?
You could. It's a key. Very large key made of wood and vines.
Huh. I bet my key will work just fine. And I walk up to the front door and I stick the key in and I turn the key.
Goes click, and
Welcome.
it opens. And okay,
Okay, so we open the door.
you open the door. It doesn't. It goes instead of like it goes.
Okay.
I
Okay, so-
clutch my two hands.
yeah, you clutch two hands instead. And inside, Risa gasps. It's like an open, almost like an arena of some kind. And inside is a giant-looking, raging wind elemental. It's like just imagine the furies of like a storm, just wind and water, green winds, and you can actually see this, and thunder and lightning all sort of converge in like a massive energy with two red eyes.
Risa, stand back.
Okay, and you see this. She stands back.
Yeah.
And you see this giant elemental is sort of chasing like a little pixie, and the pixie sort of dodges a couple of its slams. It becomes like its hand. You almost like a hand comes out, elemental hand comes out, made of elements, and comes down, tries to slam the pixie, and the pixie sort of leaps out of the way into some underbrush. Then the elemental turns to you, and it's time to roll initiative.
Oh no, we don't want to kill it though.
$15.
Okay, so as you're rolling, Vex comes up to you, Amalia, and says, like, listen, your spells aren't going to work here. Lightning and thunder, ice, no go.
What? You couldn't have told me that before?
I'm sorry, I just totally thought about that. Anyway, use your hammer.
Great.
I mean, look at it, Amalia. For dragon's sake.
Did I overhear this?
Yeah, of course.
So like my spells aren't
Did
going to
these
work?
spells work?
I mean, if you just literally said, if you have like cold, thunder, lightning, it's not going to work.
Okay, cool.
Cold, thunder, lightning. Great. I have things that aren't those. Few.
It's also, I think, giant size, so that hammer will be really good as well if you want to use that, or use your other spells. Before combat starts, as the elemental is turning, Risa is going to cast Bless on both of you, and Vex will also cast Haste on Amalia again.
Great.
So Amalia, you have two attacks.
And a D4.
And an extra D4 to hit, yes. And I'll get
you're not 19 anymore, right? Because, I didn't cast that again.
I'll get your initiative in just a second.
Mm-hmm. So you said, sorry, what is he made of again?
Wind and lightning and thunder and cold.
Did you say he was made of like rustling water and stuff?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
All right, and here's your battlefield. The elemental is up there to the north. It's enormous. I mean, you see it sort of like a whirling torment of energy, sort of enormous above you. It dwarfs you in size.
How tall is it?
Probably 40 feet tall. It's like 4 stories tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't this her father? We really going to attack him?
Risa, I don't think we have a choice.
Well, maybe if we get him weak enough.
Vex says, let's take him down.
Couldn't we capture him? Like we captured the Harris father?
Yeah, but that object was only specifically for freeds, I think, or genies or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lame.
Okay, initiative, Amalia.
8.
John.
15.
All right. Okay, so the order is Vex is going first, and then John, and the elemental, and then Amalia. And Reese is in this fight as well. She's going last.
Okay.
Okay, so Vex creates her whip and jumps into the fray, and jumps in the air, suspending herself in the air, and whips with her fire whip through this elemental, who roars as she does so. And every time she attacks with her whip, the fire sort of puts out some of the wind, or returns right away. She does it twice, damaging the elemental. And John, you're up.
I am going to...
Vex is still in the air.
I'm going to cast Wall of Fire in an arc around the elemental, touching it though.
Got it. Okay.
So it has to make a dex save.
6, so no.
Ooh, we're going to use power that. I can reroll.
And then,
4 of those, actually.
Elemental's going next. So Molly, you get 2 attacks with the haste.
Mm-hmm.
That's 23 points of fire damage.
Okay.
20...
With your charisma?
8 points of fire damage.
Oh, because you had 7 charisma right now, right?
It's...
Gotcha.
Oh! What did I say? 20?
28.
29.
29. Okay.
Because it's my charisma is plus 6.
John outstretches his hand from end to end, and it creates, as he does that, the fireball also goes around the elemental, sort of burning it from underneath. And anything else, John?
That's it for this. I'll expend a sorcery point to take ice to get ice resistance for an hour.
Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, so John, for a moment you see him sheathed in a blanket of ice, and then it quickly disappears. Okay, the elemental completely ignores Vex and just sort of just goes right through her. And
Can it move through the wall of fire?
Yeah, but it would take more damage, right? Or only when it starts on it.
No, it's a concentration spell. It's up to a minute. I'm concentrating on it. So like it would move through the
taking more damage.
I feel like it would.
Okay, so roll the damage then. I'll roll dexterity save again.
I feel like it would.
Total with dex. No, okay, it failed. 8 total. I thought it was only whatever. Just do it.
22.
Okay.
28.
Okay. So the fire goes through the wind and turns into, and the fire almost sort of like the fire is almost enraged by the wind, but dies down. So the elemental is, although taking damage, it's very tough. So, all right. The first thing it's going to do is it creates almost like a hand, like a big tendril, and slams it down like tentacle. Slams it down on you, John.
I would like to use my reaction cast shield
Okay.
to increase my AC by 5.
It's not going to help in this case because that'll put you up to 22, right?
Correct.
I rolled a 24 total.
Well, I used it. So.
No, you don't. You know, how does it go? Do you have to only do it when on reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
I know, but before the dice is rolled or after?
I'm pretty sure it's. It doesn't specify.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair to use it.
That's fine. Okay, so the slam comes down, and even though it's just wind, it hits you with a tremendous force. And that's 19 points of bludgeoning damage as it comes down on you. Amalia, same thing for you. Mm-hmm. It creates another hand, it creates it like out of nowhere. If it hits you, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it does not. There's a big hand. You saw it hit John, and you come out of the way as it bashes down, and sort of everything around flowers and everything goes flying around as that huge hand hits down. All right, next I need all of you, both of you, to give me a concentration saving throw as a green mist erupts out of it. Constitution, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Constitution saving throw.
13.
Sorry, actually, I need to roll Constitution first. Is a 19. Do I keep my wildfire active? Or did it fizzle?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think I'm pretty sure it fizzled.
Okay.
So.
You want to roll concentration save? Or?
It's the same thing. So that's a. Say. 23.
23? Okay, you're successful. You are not, Amalia. So, Amalia, you are poisoned. So your next attack will be a disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. As the gas smells. Oh wait, sorry. It's also comes with damage as well. Oh, it's poison damage. I'm sorry. You're not poisoned. It's poison damage.
Oh,
Kill.
okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I had that noted wrong.
That's better then.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. That's poison cloud. I think this is cloud kill. Okay. Okay. So you take the full damage, Amalia, which is 31 points of poison damage.
31.
And you take half, John, which would be 15. Okay. And then Risa has her reaction, looks at you both and looks at you, Amalia, and says, "I'll handle the healing."
That would be great.
And then something else. Oh yeah, its final action. It starts to the wind around it starts to flow quicker and quicker and quicker, becoming a whirlwind. Yes.
If he hit me though, couldn't I have used my reaction?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Use your action to use
my Wrath of Storm.
Yes, go ahead. Do your damage.
Well, he needs to do a dex save.
Dex save. It's pretty good.
So
did not make it.
He did not make it. Okay, so he takes 2d8.
Yep.
8.
8 damage.
Yeah.
But it's like same time.
Oh, it's thunder damage, though, right?
Oh, Wrath of Storm.
So he's at advantage, right?
That's not what's happening here.
Okay, gotcha.
No, so he doesn't take it then.
Okay.
Or whatever.
No, so it's even though if it goes off, it sort of like just hits his sort of thunder and stuff and kind of dissipates.
Not so much that.
Okay, that's it. So Amalia. Oh wait, no, sorry. He starts a whirlwind and creates a vortex basically, which powers and blows everybody out. I need everybody to give me dexterity saving throw. Everybody as in YouTube.
Wow. A 2. Can I use inspiration on saving throw?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use that. Catch.
It's Roland.
Yeah, no. 6. Not that much better.
13. Okay, you both fail.
Yeah.
You're blown back 10 feet. And you're knocked prone.
Wow.
You can use half your action to get up. And you also take...
Half your movement.
Half your movement, thank you. John, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Amalia, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Risa gets knocked back as well, and she's prone. She, yelps as she gets hit. She's like, ah! And then Vex does not get pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
So, Amalia, you are up. You're now currently prone.
I'm laying prone. Okay, so I have 2 actions though because of haste, right?
Yep. You can use half.
So I'm going to use
half your move action to get up. Half your move,
sorry,
move.
I'm thinking action. So I'm going to get up to use half my speed.
Yes, half your speed. Thank you.
Thank you. So I have 15 left. I'm going to transform into I'm assuming that works, the magic works.
It does work, yeah, but your wings here are purple. Purple and shiny, actually.
Ah, this is new.
Okay, so they come out, but
It's probably from your ugly flowers, John.
They're purple and instead of they basically petals, kind of purple petals fall off of the flower. So the wings.
It's from the flowers. It's from the flowers. It's from the flowers. It's fine. So as my bonus action, so I'm going to fly up into the air.
Okay.
Gripping my new hammer thrower.
Okay.
I'm going to chuck that bad boy.
Okay.
Right in Papa's face.
Okay. He has kind of like a face. It's all.
Hope
it's
it
all
comes back.
Okay.
This is your daughter. She wants to talk to you.
Okay. You throw it, and it goes as it flies forward, and you're fine. You're in optimal range. It goes, and it hits this giant this giant elemental, I should say, with tremendous force. And you hear a gong almost sound, and roll your damage.
Oh, so it hits?
Oh yeah, you have to roll the hit.
I don't have to roll the hit.
That's the important thing. Yeah.
Wait,
obviously.
I was gonna say.
Critical fail.
Wow.
Okay, there's nothing you can do about that, right?
Nope.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Nope.
But I have 2 actions though.
You do. You can do it. Try again.
Hopefully the hammer comes back.
Okay, the hammer always comes back.
One more again.
So it does.
Wow,
okay.
I'm rolling trash.
All right, so that it does hit, but because it's wind, it just sort of goes through.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't even. Could I do the bless though? It's so be. I'm not gonna hit. Whatever. It's not gonna hit either way.
Even with +4, yeah.
It's not gonna.
And then the hammer doesn't just return to your hand after it goes through and misses. It just appears in your hand again. So you have your second attack.
All right, baby. Let's try you again.
Okay.
Still getting the hang of him. He's new. All right, we're gonna roll again. 17.
Okay. You had
No, wait, 17 plus 9. So that one still wouldn't have hit though.
the previous one. It was a 1 + 9 is 10. You have a D4. No, you still wouldn't.
No. So 26.
Did you roll twice?
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That was the other one.
Oh, yeah. My
17,
bad, sorry.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Yeah, you.
25. 26.
Well, you hit. Don't worry.
26, I
That's
hit.
exceptionally high. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what happened. What I explained
There
before
it
happens.
goes.
Yeah, and it hits.
All right.
And does roll your
So now it says giant size. I'm rolling
4d8.
5. Can I have another D8?
5d8.
5d8.
What?
Because I'm transformed. I'm doing divine strike.
Oh yeah, divine
So
strike.
I have
yeah.
2d8 plus 2d8 for being a giant.
Plus 1d8 for
Plus
the divine.
1d8 because
Okay.
I'm transformed.
Plus.
So 5d8 plus 6 plus 8
Yes.
because I'm transformed. Okay. Oh wait. Alright. $42.
42 points of damage with one attack.
42.
Okay. All right. It hits this thing and indents it, and the wind
Well,
sort of
that's what I'm talking
sucks
about.
in. It's the wind sucks in, like it. You got wind knocked out of you kind of thing, and it returns, and the elemental goes. And I think that's it. That's your whole. You have bonus action.
I do have a bonus action. I'm going to, as my bonus action, I said, yes, now that I've gotten the hang of these weapons, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, because it doesn't count as a...
No.
Anyways, so my, for the power of a Akali weapon, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So it means 1d8.
You have to roll to hit still.
My targets, I have to roll to hit.
Which is your spellcasting, I think, which is +8, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So hopefully that works. 12.
12 misses, unfortunately,
Yeah.
unless you
All
use
right.
inspiration. Okay.
$25.
25. Okay, that
Now
hits.
it hits.
So a spiritual hammer, she forms out of nowhere.
Oh wait,
goes,
no plus
bonk.
this. 25.
Oh, you should. Yeah, don't forget that.
28.
Okay, you did.
It hits it anyway.
So it comes out and bonks him on the head. Bonk. So all your damage. 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
1d8 plus.
Plus you add your transform, so they add that too.
Right. So spellcat.
5 plus 8. 13 plus whatever you rolled, right?
22.
Okay. Jeez. All right. It's a big turn from just using her hammer and.
Wow, this is great. I've never used this thing this much.
Yeah, lots of hammers going down, bludgeoning damage. And okay, so Risa walks,
That's my turn.
gets up and unless you want to move. No, you've already moved up.
I'd like to stay out of the. Yeah.
I'm almost dead.
Okay. Do you want to convey that to her?
He just says.
Yeah, I'll send a message. Well, I'll just shout. I'm almost dead.
Almost dead.
This really hurts.
Okay. So she touches you. It's a very familiar touch, and
Very familiar to
oh, they went back to get healed by her before. Okay. Anyway, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and she gets a high-level cure wound spell.
Oh, I could have cast spiritual weapon at a higher level.
Yeah, probably.
Too late.
John, you get back. Let's see. 32 hit points back. And then
I hope your hand feels better.
And then Amalia, she casts Healing Word on you. You get back 13 hit points as well.
Wow, thanks.
Okay, back to Vex, who again is still in the air. Rushes forward and just unleashes with her whip twice, causing the elemental to cry out. And then John, you're up. You feeling better?
Would I have the meta magic? Would I have the meta?
Oh no! I'm so sorry. Had I transformed Radiant Soul in that turn, and then I also did Spiritual Weapon?
Okay, no bonus action next turn.
Shit, I did 2 bonus
Okay,
actions.
that's okay.
That was my bad.
I should have.
Would I know if this elemental counts as a creature?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, great. So I am going to use my half of my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to pull out my scroll of Dominate Monster.
Okay, all right.
You have advantage on the saving wisdom throw.
Okay.
The wisdom saving throw.
The monster does?
Yes, because we're fighting it.
Okay. All right, here we go. Pretty high, 18.
Well, it's against my spell save, right?
Probably, yeah.
Which would be 18.
It's 18?
Well, my charisma increased, right? So
that's right.
My spell save. So
it's 8 plus your charisma plus your proficiency.
So
18, yeah. No, wait.
18.
18. So what happens if it's... Oh my god, I don't remember. I think the... Okay, so you hit
Gotta
ace...
check the book.
Oh my god. We should... So when you're attacking somebody and you roll their AC, it's a miss.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
So probably not.
What's the effect?
You attempt to beguile a creature that you can see within range. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration.
Okay. Even if it were to succeed, it means it wouldn't attack you. That's basically how this effect will work.
I have a telepathic link with it. I can use the telepathic link to issue commands.
Okay, that would be pretty useful. Oh, you can give it a command, where it can't hurt itself or its ally or something like that. Okay. All right. So, geez. It's
Do you want to just look it up really quickly?
Say
this is kind of important.
Defender wins. Okay. All right. I'm just DM roll it. You got it. It's yours.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, it's too much time wasted. So, okay.
Okay.
All right. So you dominate the monster. It has now been charmed by you. At the moment, it doesn't see you as an enemy, and you can telepathic link to it. Yes.
I'm gonna the wind is still blaring from him, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna scream through the wind. You must stop this! This is your daughter!
And it's telepathic, right? So only you can hear what he says in return? Or...
Yeah, but I'm gonna scream through my mind.
Oh, gotcha. So they don't hear this.
No.
Okay, got it. And for a second, you see the elemental. It's raging, and the wind is raging, and it dies out for a moment. And he said, and it says, "My daughter, Risa."
Yes.
Okay, and it's okay. And for a moment, and Risa looks at you because it looks like you're really focused on the elemental and it's died down.
This is your chance.
And she looks up and says, "Father!" And the elemental looks at her, like the sort of red eyes point down, and it starts to wither away. The wind calms down. And then there, instead of an elemental, is a human. Male, just in sort of like vines and...
Well, that scroll's gone goodbye.
Yeah, it was a good use of the scroll.
Spell.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. All right. Combat is over.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, you've tamed the elemental.
Are we sure?
What?
Should we not? I don't know.
No, why would you want to kill her father?
No, I didn't want to kill him.
You wanted to keep fighting it?
No, I didn't say that either.
I want to kill you!
Meta-talk. Okay, that's it. You've calmed the elemental, who, upon learning about his daughter, again, is reduced to, and there, in the field, so again, a human male. It's, what'd you tell you his name was? Cardin, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Risa immediately just runs up to him. And he says, and she says, "Wait, were you guys, can you see anything?" Oh, no, okay. All right, it's just a human male, just dark hair. Looks like he's middle age, maybe. And she runs up, she says, "Father!" And she's sort of shaking him. "Father!" And she starts sort of tearing up a little bit. And she looks at you all and she says, "Amalia, Jon, what's wrong with him?"
I'll go up to him. Is he not normal?
He's breathing, and he's alive, but looks like he's not there.
We shake him a little bit.
Nothing happens.
And
And Risa's like, "Father, wake up, wake up."
Oh, hold on. But he's not dead, right?
No, I told you exactly what he was doing. He's alive, but he doesn't seem like he's there.
Trying to see what I can do. Hold on. Let me check my...
And so she's sort of caressing his face. She's like, he's just got a giant wild beard, of course, because he's not.
Can I?
He's been wild in the Feywilds.
Put my... can I try life transference on him?
What?
If I put my hand on him, so basically sacrifice, I haven't used this yet, sacrificing some of my health to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I heard that earlier, I think.
So I'm going to put my hand on him,
Okay. Life
on
transference.
his arm, and try to give him some of my health back.
Well, you're 48, and you would take half his damage, but he'll get double.
I take half this stamp. So I only have to roll 2 then, basically.
Mm-hmm. No. You roll full damage. You just take.
And then
You take half of it, and they take double.
Oh shit! What was that?
Whatever. Just go with it.
So I take 8 damage.
Okay, and then so 16 roll total.
Yeah, I roll 16.
So they would get 32 hit points back.
Yeah.
So Molly puts down her hand on his chest, and you see energy.
Come back!
Ready energy sort of flowing out of Amalia, and it's painful to do this, Amalia.
Yeah.
It hurts, and she winces. And Sister Bell sort of puts her hand on your back, and you feel slightly calmer. And unfortunately, nothing happens.
Now let go. Risa, I'm sorry. I don't know.
And she's crying a little bit.
I'm going to cast, no, I'm still concentrating on this, I guess, right?
On the firewall?
On the dominate monster.
Oh, at this point the link's been severed.
Okay, great.
You feel like that he's... So you feel like his soul kind of was separated from his body. Like what you were talking to is not there right now. So it's like no matter what Amalia tries to do as far as healing, it's not going to work.
Amalia. You have to stop. He's not there.
By the way, Amalia, inspiration for you trying to save a life, playing lawful good, and taking damage for it.
Vex. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Vex comes over and sort of sniffs a little bit. She says, yeah, like his soul's been separated from his body. It's roaming around like in the Feywilds, but we need somebody to
Put the two together.
Okay. And that's not me.
Well, then we must find his soul.
Suddenly, you hear the flap of...
Interesting.
You hear the flap of butterfly wings, but butterfly-looking wings. At which point that fairy, who now you get a closer look, is more like a pixie actually, comes was in some like a thicket and pops out and sort of flapping her wings around a little bit. And she looks at you and starts sort of floating over. And behind this pixie is sort of like you see like pixie dust coming out. And she comes, if that happens, she comes up really close to you. She's really small, tiny, like the size of your hand basically. She's really cutely adorned, and you feel like fey magic sort of like emanating around her. And she says, she waves and says, "Hi!"
Hello, do you know this man?
No!
We're playing with him.
He tried to kill me though!
Well, we saved you, didn't we?
You did! And my name... Oh! We introduced ourselves in the Feywild.
My name's Amalia Sky.
I'm John Wellington Wells.
I see. My name's Luperina. Luperina Dazzlesplash.
Luperina. What a lovely name.
And she sort of dances around, and the pixie dust sort of gets you... Unless you can blow it away unless you want to get high.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not going to get high.
Okay.
You just say, listen, do you know, since you've been around, do you know where this man's soul is? We believe it's been separated from his body.
She says, I don't know. And she sort of like flaps around. But a fairy always pays her debts.
Well,
So will you help us find it?
She looks over and sort of like flies around.
we did save
Karen.
your life.
And she says that she pays her debts, and she sort of floats around him and then looks at his head and sort of just opens his eyes, which is just all white. His eyes are back, and looks around and pokes him a little bit. She says, well, I can take you to my Fey Elder. He can reunite him with his soul.
Be excellent.
Great.
That would be excellent.
Great! Whee! And she's just flapping around.
Following you.
Okay.
Distance.
Social distance. Okay.
6 feet.
All right. She says, what are you doing here?
Looking for his soul now. This is his daughter.
Oh. We don't get many visitors in the Feywilds. You try eating the flowers?
We did. Some of them were very gross.
That happens. So anyway, my Fey Elder, he's at the Lake of Dreams. If you want to go, it's really fun. It's beautiful.
All right, lead the way, Luperina.
Let us go.
Okay. Are you ready? Okay, well,
Yes.
You have a middle-aged man there sitting in a field.
Can I carry him?
Oh, with your gauntlets, probably pretty easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll carry him.
Okay.
Over my shoulder.
All right. Again, he's basically naked, but he has like sort of vines and stuff and in places which are important.
Okay, well, I don't have any. I mean, I don't have any clothes to give him, so
Okay, if that's fine. You can carry him as is if you want.
I just am gonna carry this naked over my shoulder.
Okay. So
I'm sorry.
Then you grab him. Your gauntlets of heroic power sort of like flash red really quick, and you have no problem like putting him over your shoulder.
Let's move, old man.
Okay. All right.
Just
Be
avert my
careful
eyes.
with him, Amalia.
I am. I didn't see anyone else offering to carry him.
That's true. So, okay. You're going to follow the pixie then?
Yeah, from a distance. Did not get high.
And she says, what's wrong? Why aren't you following me?
Yeah, we're just, I'm just carrying a man.
Okay. All right. Then, okay. So you follow her some ways, and you get back out into the Feywilds proper, if you will, and things are changing again. And do you want to talk with Luperina or anything, or? She sort of, as she walks, she sort of like sways back and forth and stuff.
Do you know
She
why our
flies
food
up and stuff.
disappeared when we showed up here?
Feywild magic! Anything can happen!
Well, I told you.
Nice.
How much farther?
We're getting there. Unfortunately, because you can't fly, we're gonna have to go through the Merkendraw. Not the Merkendraw. Oh no!
I can fly. I don't know the rest of you.
Gorel, take my hand.
Okay.
I will drink my potion of flying.
Okay. So,
Vex can't fly. Would I be able to fly carrying this guy?
what's up?
If I'm transformed, can't I fly?
Carrying somebody?
him?
No. Mhm.
Okay, well then no.
No.
Never mind.
Actually, no. You can't. No. In fact, that would take your fly speed to 0. Yeah.
Darn.
No.
Okay,
That
never
would be
mind
cool though. That was a good idea.
Plus, you can only fly for like 10 minutes.
then. Okay,
Never mind. Okay, we're going through there.
we're going through there then.
Okay.
There's no other way?
No, not for people such as you.
What does that mean?
Just fey creatures can do things, but not for you.
Damn.
Vex sort of shrugs.
Yeah. Alright, where are we going?
The Merkendraw. It's really scary.
We're very afraid of few things now.
Okay.
To the Merkendraw then.
All right. You follow the pixie who's just chatting about this, that, and nothing really. And you. Everything okay?
I'm mad. Never mind.
You want to do something?
No, let's go.
No.
Continue.
What do
No,
I do?
I took his pillow.
Oh,
That
okay.
I've been so uncomfortable. I'm like, what's happening?
Okay.
I took
So
his
the fairy's just
pillow.
flying, and then you approach. After some time, everything changes. But you approach what Luperine identifies to be the Merkendraw.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get close, you notice it's sort of like a thick, dark, dead woodland. Like nothing else in the Feywilds is very vibrant. This you see is like just dead and smells like you're getting some hits of rot. And where it was sweet is replaced with like something very unsavory.
Okay.
And the shadows here seem to be like in this dead wood seem to be dancing about eerily. So you get close, and as you do, a sort of gust of wind comes out and envelops you guys.
Okay, what kind of wind?
Like a dark wind.
Okay.
And Luperina says, and turns to you and says, "Uh-oh, you've been cursed."
Can I cast Detect Magic, or do I need that?
No, you don't need that. So you've been temporarily cursed. Do not show this to the other person.
Oh no! It's a secret. Okay.
Okay, so you approach the Merkendraw, and there's no visible way in. Vex turns to you both and says, like, what's going on? Are we going through?
What's going on?
John, what's wrong with you?
I have no idea what's happening.
All right, Ma, you
I
deal with
can't
it.
even. What?
Okay, she turns to...
Let's go. I can't see anything.
You're still cursed. Like, Amalia...
Scouting ahead.
Okay.
Start moving forward.
All right. So you start moving forward, and you get to what looks like Luperina takes you to this tree looks in front of which you approach. It's dead like the other ones, but it looks a little bit different. And she goes up there and pokes it real quick, and some let's say runes appear. And we'll show you just a moment. They are strangely, it could be any language, but you seem to be able to understand it. Sorry. I can't find my file. Oh no.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't wake Melissa up screaming.
Now you're fine. Okay, this is what you see. Carved in the tree, or like runes appear on the tree, and and Luprina looks at it and says, and there's some other text above it. And she reads it to you and says, it looks like to get in, we have to solve this. It says, only those of Merkendraw know.
Do we see these letters?
Yes, and some you see these letters, and they're sort of like in rune. You can't tell, they're very weird, but they look like letters in common to you guys. And some of the letters are sort of stand out. In this case, they're bolded. And Luprina says, okay, well, that's what it is. Only those. As you say that.
The way in.
The tree, as you do that, the tree begins to descend and sort of like deform into the ground. Wow. Oh my god, Amalia Beast Mode.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you still looking at the runes?
The curse expires. Luprina says, oh, right. Only those of Merkendraw know the way in.
That was absolutely horrible. I had to yell over everyone.
How is that any different from how you normally speak?
I'll remember that you said that. And I will...
You remember that while you're still looking for the way in. I'm a genius.
You're an ass.
That was amazing. Did you figure out so quickly?
It's backwards.
It's just backwards.
Hey. Alright, so you
Which I was like trying, I was like...
what is the thing?
Go in.
It's not because my wisdom's a 20.
Oh, that's right. You got that. Use the wisdom.
No.
Okay. Luprina says, are you ready to enter?
Over there.
What?
His butt hurts. He wants to sit on the pillow.
Okay.
So it was very comfortable.
He's butthurt because you solved it so quickly?
Yeah, he's butt hurt. He solved it so quickly.
Okay.
Okay. Better.
Okay. So Luprina looks, and is the entrance you can't see anything. It's just dark. The entrance is just completely dark.
I grab my hammer thrower and I touch it, and so I cast light on it to be like a bright light. So I'm going to go to the front while I'm still holding her.
John? Oh, holding yeah, okay.
Do we see anything?
The light, your light.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, the light doesn't seem to penetrate the entrance. Are you walking in?
Shit.
Well, I grab a rock from the ground and throw it in.
All right. It goes in. Silent.
This is going to be
I'm going to fall in. Ready? Get ready to jump.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand and have the Mage Hand go and feel around for me.
Inside the darkness?
Yes.
As soon as it hits the door, it's like absorbed in and it's gone. It's just an opening.
So fucked.
It's just an opening of darkness, of black.
We're just going to walk in.
Okay, let's go.
I'm going to lead the way because I have light on my hammer.
Okay, you said, and Luprina sort of gets really close to you, Amalia, and sort of just...
Ready, Luprina?
And she says,
Well, this is what it is. All right, let's go, Pops.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Right. All right.
And then I walk in through the door.
You walk into the door?
I follow her.
You follow her? All right. As you do, you walk in and you walk first, Amalia, and she's gone. She's completely gone.
Amalia?
And Beck shoves you in. You walk in, you see Amalia. You sort of appear, and then Vex, and then Risa as well. So you almost like walk into like a one-way portal. And Amalia, your light on your hammer shuts off completely. You notice at the same time, you notice a thick fog overtake you, and there's an eerie darkness that slithers like around all the trees and around like the floor and stuff like that. And all there are dead trees, just dead trees lying the thing, and their branches are all gnarled and they're sort of going around, and they have almost like faces, like contorted faces on the trunks. So, and even the canopy, there's no light. The branches are, all these gnarled branches go all over the canopy. You can't see anything but the sort of path around you. And the fog keeps getting thicker and thicker closer to you. And you see Vex trying to light some magic or something, and nothing's happening.
Okay. Well.
Fog's getting closer.
Let's keep moving. Quickly.
Let's go.
So we're going to walk down the
Lubrina says, light?
I try to cast light again on
Nothing, no magic works.
I don't think
I have my lantern of revealing.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pull it out of my bag. Alright, switch this. That didn't work, so hold up. I have a man here.
Okay. Oh my god. All right. Amalia's like a tough girl tonight.
No one
doing all the heavy lifting, literally. So the lantern works. It pierces through the darkness and the fog recedes. But
God, this lantern, we're getting our money's worth.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, where'd you get that
that.
lantern to read?
I have no idea how we got this lantern because it's been the greatest thing we've ever used.
Yeah.
We use it so much.
Okay, so the
radius,
fog goes
30
away.
feet.
Yeah, so you can light the lantern in front of you. Behind you is complete darkness. You feel like something almost like you almost want to turn all the time to see if something's behind you.
All right. Stay close.
Right next to you.
Vex seems sort of unafraid, but Risa's terrified.
I take her arm.
Okay, all right, she's like shivering.
I obviously notice.
Okay, that's fine. And you begin walking. As you do, it's sort of like crunchy, like dead leaves. It's a small path. It's a path which is maybe like not much wider than you, and the rest is just overbearing trees of death, dead trees. So you walk for a little while. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Both of us?
Yeah.
18.
Okay. 2. All right.
I'm gonna just.
Why? I rolled an 18. Don't waste it on that.
It's
Also,
a wisdom saving throw.
a saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
8. Not much better.
Okay. All right. Continue to walk in the path. There's only one path.
Okay.
As it goes.
Stay close, single file.
Okay.
Do we hear anything?
No. It's dead silent. Both roll perception, please.
17.
19.
19. You both notice that the path is looping.
No.
Everything seems the same.
We've been here before.
I think you're right.
Wisdom saving throw.
Both of us?
Mm-hmm.
1.
You said wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Why do I have a 7 here and a 5 here?
Because your wisdom, you get proficiency. It should be higher now. It should be 8 total.
It should be 8.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It should be an 8. This is not updated.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to our watchers. Check your sheet before. Yeah. Okay, so wisdom? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, I was like, that doesn't seem right. Wow, nat 20.
Nat
So
20.
28.
And critical. 1.
Okay.
Opposite ends of the
Okay.
spectrum. That's wild. We've never had that.
You notice maybe, I don't know, strange tingling sensation. And you also notice
Even with the 28, all I notice is a tingling feeling.
an like an illusionary branching path off to your right.
There. Do you see, John? Do you see it?
What?
He doesn't see anything. Follow me.
Okay, you see like an opening in the trees there.
This way, to the right.
Oh my, what's that?
Okay,
So I'm going to lead the group
in
down
the group.
that path.
All right, when you first take a step into that side path, it's like sticky.
Stop! I'm stuck. My foot's stuck.
No, it's not stuck. It's just sticky. It's like,
I can lift it up.
yeah, you can lift up.
Alright, well, it's sticky, but tread where I tread.
And it smells, I don't know, like iron or something metallic.
Can I try to melt it?
You want
Well, I'm
to
stepping
take a
on.
look at it?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Okay, you can't see it. There's this dark mist at your feet. But if Amalia points the lantern out, you can take a look at it.
Amalia, Can you show me what's on the floor?
Where? Okay, so I'll point the lantern at my foot.
Okay. You see in front of Amalia, and on the bottom of her boot, a trail of red, sticky fluid.
It's blood, isn't it?
Very well could be. Let's follow it.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Magic doesn't work.
No,
Your
magic doesn't work.
Your magic fizzles as soon as you try to cast it.
Never mind. Well, never mind. I tried.
You do, and it's like sputter. And nothing goes
I
out.
grab my dagger.
Oh boy, here we go.
God. Okay.
Oh god, this killed the Mind Flayer.
Bex looks over and is like, should I believe that?
Okay, so well, let's keep walking. Just step where I step.
Okay, so as you walk, it's like just whatever that liquid is. It's
Probably blood.
gushy and and smells like iron.
Okay, we're treading through the
Hey,
blood.
you drive through the blood. John, wisdom saving throw.
12.
Okay. As you're walking, you hear cackling laughter. It seems kind of far away, like a.
Do you hear that?
What? Keep moving.
I said, do you hear that?
No.
Nothing?
The sound of your irritating voice.
Oh, I truly am losing my mind. We keep walking.
You keep walking.
Mhm.
Okay, we walk a bit longer, and it nothing's repeating here, so maybe you feel like you're on the right track. Sometime later, Amalia, wisdom saving.
11.
You notice at the corner of your eye, like, so the trees are all there, and there's many, but sometimes there's like little gaps, but even though it's all dark,
Mm-hmm.
2 slanted red eyes blink.
Stop. Something's watching us.
I send a message to her. Doesn't work.
Doesn't work. You see nothing, John. Neither does the rest of the party, Vex. And Reese's sort of just like really up next to you, John, like frightened.
I walk forward with my knife out
Okay.
and just sort of slash.
You slash at the darkness, and as you do, your knife sort of, wherever you go into the darkness, it just disappears. And then as soon as you pull it back, it reappears.
Quietly.
Okay. Let's go.
You continue?
Yes.
All right. Sometime.
Can I have pointed the lantern and revealing at that spot where I saw something blink?
Do you want to?
Is it too late? Stand behind me. Actually, yeah, be prepped. I'm gonna cast the lantern where I saw the light,
Okay.
the blinking
You turn the
eyes.
lantern. As you do, it hits the edge of that darkness and stops. Like literally, like it's almost like when you shine a flashlight or something, and you just see that
Mm-hmm.
glow right there.
There's something there with eyes. Let's keep moving.
We keep moving.
Okay, you keep moving. John, wisdom saving throw.
6.
We don't
6.
have anything. No bonus.
John, only you. You get like a sixth sense thing. You look around, and literally right next to you, 2 pairs of red eyes, very small, just blink, and you hear a hungry growl. It quickly disappears.
Okay, I swear to God, did you see that at that time? Because I definitely saw
No, what
something.
did you
It was
see?
right there. It was 2 eyes, and then it grabbed
Red?
at me. Bitch.
Yes, that's what I saw before.
Jesus.
We should pick up the pace. So can we move
Okay,
faster?
let's move faster.
Everyone nods. You pick up the pace then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you start to walk a little more hurriedly, and both of you hear a yelp behind you.
Look back.
You see Risa tripped on like a dead tree branch, and she's stuck. Her foot's caught.
I rush to her.
You rush to her. Okay. And she's really scared. She's looking around. She's, John, help me out. Help me out.
Stab at the tree branch.
You stab at the tree branch. As you do, you begin to hear like a staccato of just wild laughter and red eyes just blinking all around you, and like
Do I see this
and
too?
growls. Yeah, everybody
I
does.
start slashing around.
Stop! It might be that these aren't tree branches. We might be inside of a creature. or
And you do
something.
break her out, and she gets up quickly and sort of gets right next to you.
Run! Can we start running?
Sure.
Let's run.
Run.
All right, time to run.
Yes, time to run.
Okay. All right. You make haste, and as you start to run, the eyes disappear. And you get to a point where you maybe think you start seeing some kind of light in the distance.
Did you say that up ahead? Do you see that up ahead?
Yes.
And then something appears in front of you. You start to see the red.
lantern.
Okay. As you turn the lantern, the two red eyes are there.
Yeah.
And this time, what?
The dragon.
No.
No.
It's not. You see in front of you a black were creature, two huge red eyes, and it sort of steps out with a padded clawed foot. And then around you, more red eyes appear, and more start coming out of the darkness, and they begin to encircle you. They have thick hair, red eyes, pointed ears, many, many canines, and they walk low on all fours, surrounding you and encircling you. There's probably like a good dozen. All their mouths are open and salivating hungrily as they growl at you.
Can we try to run past them?
No, you're completely surrounded.
All right.
And one says, as you see, and there's one who's bigger than the other one, seems like an alpha male looking things. And he says, dinner, delicious. Another one says, I think I'll eat the fairy.
Not tonight. Why don't you eat some flowers back there past your trees?
All right. So you try to intimidate them?
Yeah.
Okay, roll intimidation. They're sort of circling you and closing in a little
16.
bit. 16. Okay. It does not seem affected. In fact,
Now it's mad.
the alpha male, so they're very low and sort of like prowling and stalking you guys. And it gets up and you didn't notice this because they were down. It gets up and it's double your height and filled with muscle, and its claws come out and looks down at you. And as it does, out of its jaw, saliva just drips down all over your face.
Ugh.
And it says, "What are you going to do?" She looks at you, John, and just howls and says, "You're going to stab me with that puny dagger." And the rest of the pack sort of like howls and laughs at you.
Well, I wipe off the spit and I flick it back in his face.
Okay. More just comes down. He's just right over you.
So I'll back up a little bit.
Okay.
You're not going to let me through, are you? I want to go to that door. Down there with the light. Just let me pass and I won't hurt you.
You'll come through in our bellies.
Fine, I'll put the lantern of revealing away. No, I'm going to keep it up so I won't see them.
Okay. John? Vex she just has like kind of her fists out. She's nothing really. And then also, Amalia, you feel Luperina sort of like get into your like the collar in your armor and sort of like you feel like a tremble there.
Mm-hmm.
Luperina is.
I look at that alpha male.
Uh-huh.
I walk right up to him.
Mm-hmm.
This puny dagger is gutted more than the likes of you, and it will do it again. Have you ever heard of a mind flayer, you puny, secreting beast?
All right, you anger him, and he takes a claw and rips through you.
Good thing you're almost dead.
John, you take 28 points of damage.
I'm gonna use my shield reaction.
Okay. All right. It was a crit, so.
Oh, well.
I rolled a 20. So it slashes through John, and you see John's his double everything is just cut through, and he staggers back.
How much damage?
And then you see the other 28 points of slashing damage. You see other sort of these rare creatures. All of them get up. You're surrounded by about 12 of them. They all have their fangs out, and they're hungry, and they get closer and closer to you.
All right.
Let's do. Magic's still not working.
Magic's not working.
Can I whisper to Luperina?
Sure.
Fly past them and dust your pixie dust on all of them in a circle.
She doesn't respond. She's just literally trembling in
I
your...
can't persuade her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like they could all get high. It didn't work.
You talk to Luperina. I think you have what? Reason and excellent. As the two approach you, and every single step they take is padded. It doesn't sound like anything. But their eyes are red and enraged.
If you let us pass, we'll give you what you want. What is it? Gold? Dinner?
You!
You don't want me.
I stagger up. What if we let you eat the fairy?
No!
Okay, you hear Luperina like,
I'm dead.
You're dead?
Almost.
all right.
Okay, hold on. So, he doesn't get intimidated.
Okay, Vex grabs both her shoulders.
Yeah.
And she talks to you. In your mind, somehow. But it's not her voice, it's her dragon voice. And she says, if you let me go into your soul, I have an idea.
Can I respond back telepathically?
Yeah.
Joan's almost dead. Go into mine.
I would need everybody.
Vex, dear. We might as well be dead. Do whatever you like.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. All right. And she says, protect me. So you hear Vex start to cast this.
Can I give John Lantern a revealing so we can still see? I'm gonna hold my maul.
Sure.
On one hand.
Okay. You've clearly passed them all as these creatures close in, and you hear Vex start to sing a beautiful, like a lullaby, but in ancient Draconic language, and she seems to be. You Draconic, right?
Yes.
You know it. Nobody else does. It's like a prayer to Bahamut.
Oh.
And as this happens, the alpha male is the only one that seems to notice, and he lunges for Vex.
I put my shield up in the way of her.
You put your shield up in your way, okay, and try to protect. John, anything?
I'll slash out with my dagger.
Okay. All right. In noticing something's happening, he commands the rest of his sort of pack. He's the only one that gets to go in at this point, and he rips into you, Amalia. As much as you try to defend yourself with your hammer, he's massively overpowered and has something about this thing is sort of suppressing your abilities. All right. He slashes you once. It just rips apart your shield, like it tosses it to the side, and he bites into your shoulder here, and huge gash, or at least huge teeth marks here. You take 59 points of damage.
59?
Yes.
I'm dead.
All right. Amalia goes down. John. This is just one of the. It's just pack leader.
Oh my god.
John, you take another 28 points of damage.
I'm dead.
So you go down as well?
Yep.
Okay. You both go down, doing your best to defend Vex. As you're going down, you see the song start to finish, and Vex also crumbles to the ground right in front of you. And you sort of, as you go down, you have one eye open as you're bleeding through all your wounds. Your blood is all over you, but you did stop the alpha male getting to Vex.
There goes my +1 shield.
It didn't break it. It's magical, can't break, but he tosses it aside. He just ripped through you guys. So, at this point, even though you're down, something unusual starts to happen to you.
My unconscious body.
Your unconscious body. You feel yourselves, almost out-of-body experience. You begin to grow larger and larger. Thick armor scales begin to cover all your limbs and body. Your face grows longer. 2 horns come out, and you sprout giant wings.
Both of us?
Dragon wings, both of you, yes.
Whoa!
The Bear Bahamut, Jon becomes an adult silver dragon, and Amalia becomes an adult bronze dragon, harnessing the power of thunder. Amalia, that's his main attack, and Jon, you harness the power of ice as a silver dragon.
Cool.
So suddenly, even though you're conscious, you become conscious, and suddenly
302 hit points.
yeah.
Come at me, bruh.
So you become.
I'm sorry, Death's the bard who.
You dwarf these were creatures who recoil back in horror and look up at your transformation. And as you do, and really, you don't know what you're doing, but as you talk, it's just a roar in anger. Yeah. And then Reese looks up to you and says, and she's holding Vax, she says, I'll take care of Vax, you take care of him.
Okay.
Come to mama.
Roll for initiative.
You will roll for initiative. You are now dragon, so you can do two things. You can either use your breath weapon as a dragon, or you can do your 4 attacks, obviously. Just claw, bite, and tail.
Okay.
Okay. So. Alright.
So Amalia and Jon.
Are you rolling?
Yeah, in a second. Sorry. I mean, go ahead and roll. Let me know what your number is. But...
Okay.
26.
Wow.
Really?
We're
26, yeah. It's
Okay.
a plus 10 initiative.
Oh, yeah,
bonus.
that's true, yeah.
Wait, so we're not unconscious though?
No, you're completely conscious and you're dragons.
It's
Huge,
greater polymorph.
huge
It's
dragons.
This is basically what polymorph does, but
That's
it's greater
wild,
polymorph.
dude.
Okay.
Am I right? Is it greater polymorph?
It's something. Okay, here's what you see. Here's the battlefield.
Whoa!
Okay.
That's
Oh,
wild.
shit.
You guys are literally dragons. Here's Jon and here's Amalia. Oh, wait, let me, Sorry. Oh, no, don't look. Sorry.
That's crazy, BB.
All right.
This is amazing.
This is really cool.
Okay, you are now dragons. What'd you roll?
26, I rolled a 16.
13.
13? Okay. I'm gonna roll for the pack here. Literally
I
one.
was like, oh my god, we're gonna build new characters.
I literally was like,
It's like-
shit.
Can you
Okay.
imagine
Amalia
reading a
died
side
today.
story and they died in their side story?
Alright, Amalia, the Thunder Bronze Dragon, let's go second, and Jon, the Ice Silver Dragon. You're up first, Jon.
Breath weapon, motherfucker.
I look at John.
60-foot cone.
Okay, yeah, dragons are pretty awesome, so.
Icy blast.
Okay, you're gonna,
20d8.
okay, you're gonna catch your, oh, so you wanna try to shoot all the were creatures?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna shoot the ones in front of Amalia.
You can hit all of them if you just move over to, is that what you wanna do?
Okay, great.
Alright,
Sweet.
60-foot cone.
Here, take these.
Yeah, I think so. So Jon takes some mighty steps.
Can
And
you
then-
give me another d8?
You don't have enough D8s?
Can you give me another d8? It'll be easier because I'm on 5 and 5.
So not just any dragon, these are little powered up Bahamut tier dragons, but
I'm
Yeah.
steal somebody's.
okay. So Jon takes a mighty step forward, and these again all these
How
rare
many
creatures
each?
look
One
back,
more d8.
and they stop salivating and are more scared now.
Thanks.
Anyway, so your 2 claws come up, and you begin to you begin to harness power like in your chest area,
Oh my
in your chest area, and beneath you, Jon.
Yes.
Beneath you, all the ground beneath you turns to ice, like sheet ice. And then you power up, and ice begins to sort of form around the dragons, and you open your mouth, and it's ready to explode.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. I'm trying to do the math. Okay. So we've got. So that's 16, 22, 29, 37,
Okay,
41.
roll again. I mean, who doesn't love being a dragon?
41,
Who
and
doesn't love
then
being a dragon, I guess.
we've got. Oh my god, this is even worse. Okay. 16.
Okay, the other ones, just add this.
Yeah, I know. 30. 39. 43. 46.
I need my calculator.
49.
Okay.
56.
Okay, total of 97 points of damage, of ice damage. As you open your maw, and out it just fires like a breath, and you start from left to right, blowing ice daggers and that are based the size of great swords, just piercing through these rare creatures as they all yelp at horror and fire. The breath weapon just overtakes everything and leaves frost and ice everywhere. As they're wounded rare creatures sort of yelp and howl, no longer laughing.
I fucking hope not.
So that's your turn, Jon. Amalia, you're up next.
Breath weapon!
Breath weapon!
Okay, I need 18 d10s.
So yours works a little differently, right? I think it's not a
says
cone.
exhales lightning, 90-foot line that is 15 feet wide.
So you're going to attack from the side, then.
Yeah.
Because if you need to... Because otherwise you'd just be hitting 2 or 3. But I guess if you went to the...
No, move me to the side.
Okay, alright. So...
That's not me.
It's not, it's Jon. So this is...
Right, yeah, move me over
Go
to
away,
the...
Jon.
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically... Because you can't fly above because of the canopy, magical
I
canopy.
just push John's dragon.
Alright, she just pushes you aside, crushes every single footstep, leaves an indentation, and nothing here even really withstands the power of a dragon. And as they're sort of reeling from Jon's attack, you make your way to the side and charge up the lightning. And around you, the air just crackles, the lightning all around you. Roll your damage.
I need 18 d10s. Do you have any?
Here's 2 more. How many do you have right now?
5. So if you give me, if I had 9, I could just roll it twice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you have 4?
Can you just... Okay.
Give me 2 more. No, d10s. This is... Oh, yeah.
Super Sunfire list is something.
Yeah, I know. Just give me 2 more.
You just roll that and roll again, then roll another 2 if you want. Oh, you got it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hey, roll your breath
I'll roll
weapon.
it twice.
All right.
Do the damage.
So your horse just kind of
You got
electrified. They're bringing
tickets to the gun show.
to the breath.
Oh my god. 16.
They do get a save, so but
21.
It's really nice. So.
29. 33.
As you walk, you just
38.
break through the branches. Okay.
47. 51.
Okay.
That's a 6, right?
I couldn't tell.
57.
Okay. 7 lightning damage. Okay.
64.
64.
Okay.
I think that's it. No, in this one, right?
Yeah.
Did you roll 10?
I rolled 10.
Yeah. Okay. So roll
Okay,
more.
so now I have to roll 8, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait,
All right.
Do it.
8.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 plus 20, okay, 20, 22, 25, 30,
Mm-hmm.
this is a 6, did I say 30?
30.
36,
Mm-hmm.
39.
39, so 106 points of lightning damage. As you open your maw, and a beam of lightning is coalesced, just discharges and fires straight through. All of these web creatures, they're not even looking inside, it blows from the side, and their fur is all singed as you fire through and they get tossed to the side. It's just the energy is tremendous and blows through all the other trees and anything in its way, and just this beam that continues all the way until it can't anymore. Even piercing through the magical darkness there at the edge. They're not totally dead though, and it's their turn. So
Not totally dead.
in anger, they retaliate.
I fly away.
So you can't take your turn. So 2 of them try to jump onto you, Amalia, the ones here on the edge, as a dragon.
I smack them away with my tail.
It's not your
reaction?
turn, but no, you do not.
Fine.
So they, okay, So they get their big powerful clubs to you guys a ton of damage, but here they just go and they sort of like hit the dragon scales, don't even connect. The other one sort of jumps on, tries to attack your back, and you shove him out of the way, and he's thrown to the ground. John, 4 jump onto you from the front, and they sort of like covering your whole body, trying to slash and bite at you.
I didn't take any damage.
Nope, do no damage. Okay. A few of them do penetrate your scales with their big claws and scales that they're sort of bloody and basically fight or flight for them.
It's gonna be die.
All right, damage went through is for all 4 of them hit. So you're gonna take 85 points of basically slashing and piercing damage.
I'm not gonna even write it down.
Okay. Oh, I forgot about these 2.
Or over here, like smoking a cigarette, like, did you hit me?
All right, so some do get through, but the dragon's so powerful that okay. One more attacks you, Amalia. And the claw and the bite. The other ones didn't hit at all. You take a total of 25 points.
Tell me about it, stud.
Okay. And the alpha male, John, does attack you. And your silver dragon, and you roar at him, and he roars at you. Okay. Alright, calculation quick. Okay, you will take another 35 points. No slash. What?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Does not matter.
Alright, anyway, back to the top now, which is John.
Okay, well, I'm gonna whip the alpha male with my tail.
Okay, alright. They're all very wounded, so. You gotta roll the hit, right?
He just assumes he is.
Pretty good to hit, I think.
It's a 28.
Look at you hit. Alright.
Wait, what
26.
did we add?
Sorry.
Did you roll? What did you add to it?
Should say, shouldn't it?
Plus 12.
Where'd you read that?
Doesn't say on there?
Hey, wait. Sorry.
Oh, plus 2 to hit. Sorry. No, I didn't read that.
Okay,
Okay, so I roll, so it's 14 damage with the tail.
That's it? You don't roll dice?
24 damage with the tail. I rolled them.
Okay.
Just before yeah.
So this is the alpha male. He tried to do the best he could, but he's already so wounded for breath up. And you take your tail in retaliation and slap him so hard. He gets nothing.
Bitch slap.
He bitch slap him so hard in return to what he did for you. His head gets decapitated and flies off to the magical darkness. His body crumples. All right, first attack.
I'm gonna bite the next little fucker next to him.
Okay, all right. Roll the hit, John. It's a D20. It's a normal D20.
I have one.
That's a 19.
You hit.
Okay, so I need 3d10.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons!
27.
All right. Okay. You come down the one that's on your body, you push him out of the way, and you literally swallow him whole. You throw him up in the air, gulp him down, he's dead.
Dinner. Did you get rid of the ones that are dead?
Oh, no.
And then the next 2 little fuckers next to him, I'm gonna try to hit both of them with my claws.
With the 2 claw attacks? Okay.
Yeah. So the first one is a 22.
Hit?
Second one is a 20.
Jeez. Okay.
So that's 23 damage.
Roll the other one.
And that's 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay, you take your claws and you grab, as you're going through, you grab both of them and slam them together, and your huge talons just rip through them, and they both are dead. Okay, you got your whole turn. Amalia, you're up.
Felt so good.
Whoops, not John. John didn't die. Amalia, you're up.
So I look at one and I growl.
Okay.
I go, dinner.
There you go.
And that one right in front of me, I'm gonna bite it.
Okay.
Maybe if I hit. It's
Yeah.
really funny if I hit.
Sorry. You hit.
26.
You hit.
Okay, so 3d10. So, 27 piercing damage.
27.
So,
You flatten like a pancake. The tail just comes down.
no, I bite him. I eat him.
Oh, sorry. I
He's
thought you
dinner.
used the tail. Sorry.
No, it's a
That's
bite
right.
back.
You eat him. You take some chunks out of him and he's gone.
And I look at John and go, it tastes better than those flowers.
And you just rip out the parts and spit them out. Okay?
Alright, so the two right next, so I'm going to swing with my claws around to those other two
Okay, alright.
to hit the top two.
Okay.
If I hit them with my claws.
You hit.
18.
Yep.
So 3D6.
3d6.
No, those are D8s.
Oh, 3d6. Sorry. 3d6.
Look at those. Okay.
Plus 10.
22 slashing damage.
Alright, one, you just slash right through your talons. He's literally just missing 3 parts. He just falls down like a...
Oh, I have to write for both of them, right?
Yeah.
Damage for both. So that's one dude. And then, oh my god. 11. 23.
Alright, this is when you just slash down straight through him. And he's also dead.
Goodbye. And now, I'm gonna rear. Okay, so I'm gonna...
Okay, last one looks all his friends are dead. He sort of looks up like in awe
and I
distress
turn
the dragon.
around
Yeah.
to shake my dragon
You shake
booty
your
at him.
dragon booty. Okay, roll the
And I'm
hit.
gonna hit him
Maybe
with
he'll
my
escape
tail.
and get all his friends.
25.
No, he didn't escape. Alright, roll your
I'm gonna hit
damage.
him with my butt.
Okay, you hit him with your butt. Your flail, like the tip of the tail's like a flail, so you
Where
just...
are my D8s? These are the D8s. Okay, so I'm doing... oh my gosh. 27 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Alright, so you just pummel this guy, and your dragon's just covered with blood and guts, and and then they're dead, so you both roar victoriously. Like a whale. And all the rickages are dead.
What happens next?
Oh my god, I don't know.
I think what happens next.
Do we transform back into people? Do we play the rest of it as dragons?
Oh yeah, I just want to be dragon, please. Isn't playing dragon so much better than playing regular player character?
I'm never playing a regular character.
This is why I want to be the DM.
That's why it's called Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's right.
My hands are gone. Okay.
Okay. So
You both roar.
I don't get it.
You're roaring.
Oh, right. You roar. And you take your, as you feel like the energy starting to subside, you take your final breath weapon and shoot up into the sky, breaking open the canopy above you, and light shines in finally. Okay? And then sadly, you begin to grow
It's the
smaller.
depression.
And then you look at yourselves and you're just normal people again. Asimar.
What a disappointment. John, that was amazing.
Oh my god.
That's the greatest experience.
Of my life.
You're right.
I feel my body where the bite marks were.
Or do I have bite marks or anything?
You don't know.
They're gone.
Have we
Vex,
been
how
fully
did
healed?
you?
Vex is unconscious still.
Oh my gosh.
Vex!
I go over
She's
to
just
her.
there, lying ancient. Risa's trying to take care of her, but Vex is completely unconscious.
Can I cast a spell on her?
Sure.
Go up to her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, go ahead.
So, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna do it at the second level.
Okay.
Shit, this sounds like Vex's dying music.
No, not necessarily. I mean, maybe. Probably.
Shit! Son of a bitch!
2D. Okay. Wait!
Vex!
No, you said she's dying. I'm not casting Cure Wounds. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying.
She's dead, I can tell.
Risa looks up at you in tears.
No, I'm gonna cast Death Ward.
It's okay.
It's not gonna do anything, probably. Okay, at a 4th level,
Because you broke through the canopy, you can use your magic.
I'm gonna cast Death Ward on her, so touch her, and grant a measure of protection from death. The first time the target would drop to 0. It's if she's fighting, though.
Oh.
So I'll just probably do anything then. Just kidding, I'm gonna do Spare the Dying.
Okay.
I put my hand on her, and she becomes stable.
Thanks.
Does she become stable?
This is the creature becomes stable.
Does it?
No, probably not.
Okay. I need you to, if you're actually serious about this, I need you to make a prayer to Akadi.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna touch her and I'm gonna try to cast Spare the Dying. It's not really working. John, look at my bags. Remember those candles from when we went to the temple?
Yes,
Grab
I
them.
suppose.
Put one at the top of her head, one at her feet, and one at both of her arms. Like that.
Oh.
Okay. Hold Reese's hand.
It feels
look
warm,
at the
but not.
sky.
as warm as you-
Do I feel any light wind?
Yeah,
around me?
there's one coming in through now.
So
from the
on this-
Feywilds.
Feel the wind. This is where our prayers go.
Vex.
Yeah.
Come on, Vex, you can
To
do
the
it.
goddess of Akkadi, we ask that you please watch over our friend Vex. She gave John and I the most miraculous experience.
She has a wife at home.
To feel what she felt as a powerful dragon in this mystical Fey land. Please watch over her as she's watched over us in these difficult times. Because I would love for her to feel again the strength of being a dragon. With a mighty domestic mighty wings of power, as she's looked over John and I for a long, long time. Look over her as you have looked over us.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you roll 2d20
Okay?
with advantage. Let me know what you get.
2d20 at advantage. Oh no, she probably gets fine. But I don't know though. The goddess has appeared to us once.
Oh, that wasn't.
14.
All right.
So
The wind starts to get stronger and begins to overtake you. Suddenly, the wind comes into the canopy and begins to make everything go. It's gentle but strong at the same time, and all your hairs begin to flow, and your clothes begin to flow, and you feel that the power of the Feywild is within this wind. It's wild and free, and not only that, but you feel something you felt before. The presence of Akadi herself. It's going through this wind.
she's here. Do you feel her, John?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Akkadi, I'm
I do.
asking you to watch over her.
And as you say that, the wind begins to lift up Vex. Slowly. And it sort of covers her. And you can't, and it's so strong, and it covers her almost like a nurturing womb. It goes around her. And the wind is so strong, it's almost hard to keep your eyes open. And then it sort of bursts at once. And Vex is laid gently back on the ground in your arms.
No. Vex, do you hear me? Vex? And I
Vex.
shake her.
Say something snarky, Vex.
All right. You feel a gripping on your hand.
Vex, we're here. We're here.
Vex weakly opens one eye.
Did you see her? Did you see the goddess?
Akadi?
Yes.
Totally.
Isn't she beautiful?
She gets, so she sort of gets up. She's still in her human form, of course. She looks a little weak and she tries to get up a little bit.
Stop, don't worry. John will carry you, won't you? And I elbow him.
Okay. She says, I totally thought I was dead. I felt myself returning to the dragon crystal.
Well, you've lived how many? 200 years? I bet you have another 200 in you.
I think so.
I'd be happy to see Anna again.
We'll get you there.
We'll make sure you see Anna again.
Thank you. And she puts her very warm hand now on both your cheeks and brings you guys in close to her.
I give her a hug
Okay?
and pet her red hair.
Okay. All right. She sort of holds you close.
I'm going to now, while I'm touching her though, cast Cure Wounds on her.
I don't too much.
Or no, it
She didn't take
doesn't hit, okay.
damage. But anyway, that might not happen this way. I'm just going to say that. And
Vex, I still have to carry Risa's father. If John helps you,
Do you think you can walk?
maybe I'm not a weenie like John, but I can make it.
he's a weenie, isn't he?
Good girl.
Okay, so she sort of gets up a little bit and puts her arm around your shoulder, John. I think you can handle me, John.
Oh, I think I can handle you.
All right. She sort of laughs weakly, and Risa looks up at you and sort of smiles very happily. And then finally, Brina comes out of your collar.
There you are.
She says, what happened?
It's fine.
I promise I wasn't going to let them eat you. Promise.
She says, I was so scared. I didn't even know what was happening anyway.
Let's keep moving forward.
Let's get out of here before there are more wolves.
Are we at full health again? John and I?
No.
We're unconscious.
You're the same as you were before.
So I'm going to, which is what, 0?
Oh, 0. I'm sorry.
Because
you're both at 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, well, very quickly before we go then, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word. So everybody, all up to 6 creatures, everybody around, including myself.
So Mal, I think, I'm not sure you're quite there yet, but I think at higher levels, you can actually invoke a deity. So I should say, because you had a strong connection with Akadi, you were able to do it anyway. So.
What do you mean? Cast?
No, just do what you did.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that we're talking about now. Mass Healing Word, so it's gonna be... Wow. 9 hit points back.
Okay.
This burning is terrible.
I'm going to drink a greater potion of healing.
Okay, at this point, Vex looks at you and says, I can do better than that. And she casts a spell, another spell. You're back at 4 hit points. It's like, I think it's like a 9th level spell, full restoration or whatever.
Wow, that's wild. That was like, I'm at 10 hit points. Wow. Thank you, Vex. We feel amazing now. Let's keep moving.
See?
Moving.
And she looks at you, still sort of coming out of it, and then she says, I told you, John. Couldn't have made it without Amalia.
Of course not.
Let's keep going.
She's, like, always been on your side. She's like my Anna.
I know.
Alright, let's keep going. Come on, I kind of pushed them.
Okay, you don't need a lantern anymore.
Okay.
So you can easily
keep
find your way
walking.
out, and you finally exit the Merkin Draw.
I really thought we were all gonna die.
Okay. And then finally you're out, and Lupina says, oh, we're close to the Lake of Dreams.
How close?
Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Alright, I hop, skip, and jump.
Okay.
I hop, skip, and use my boots of striding and stringing to jump farther now.
I don't think Vex would like that.
Kidding.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I'm still recovering from fucking dying.
Okay, it was a joke, because metaphorically I hopped,
Okay,
skip,
got
and jump.
All right, you do make your way, and like not too much time, you finally arrive at the Lake of Dreams.
Oh, beautiful.
It's a breathtakingly, densely multicolored inverted lagoon, reflects a serenity and the beauty of sort of the Feywilds. At this point, it's sort of like evening too, so the moon and the stars are out as well, shining down on this lake. So, and Lupina sort of is really excited and sort of waves you on.
Let's go.
Okay, we follow her.
Okay, you follow her? All right, you enter the lake sort of lagoon area, and you see a man, elf male, I should say, who is sort of tending to some of the fauna and the flora there. He looks like an Eladrin elf, and this was the elder, which Lubrina referred to.
Lubrina, is that him?
He says, "That's him, Arizion."
I call out to him, Arizion!
Okay, he doesn't notice you at first, and he's sort of tending to gently, just like you would to like a garden, right? To all these plants, which maybe aren't in good health, but as he's tending to them, they perk up, and he gets up and looks at you all and bows.
Hello, we need your help. I hoist up. This is her father, and he had turned into an elemental, but we saved him, but We believe his soul has been separated from his body.
Separated from his
I
body.
see.
We're looking for it. Ubrina.
Please, calm down.
Sorry, we've been through a lot in the last few hours.
I know. I am in tune with the Feywilds. You have been through the Merc and Draw.
Yes.
Now, have a seat. And he points to sort of, it looks like chairs, not chairs without any sort of legs, but like made of wood and covered in like moss and flowers, like in an open garden area.
I prop her father up on one of the chairs.
Okay?
Sit next to him.
Okay.
The chair.
And he sits down as well. And as he sits down, you just coming from him, it's just calm and ease, just emanating from this Fey Elder here. And he says, "My name is Erezion. And you?"
Amalia Sky.
John Wellington Wells.
Welcome to the Feywilds.
Thank you.
Now, even though you've sort of already been here, how can I and the Feywilds serve you?
Do you think you can reunite this man with his soul? Or at least lead us to his soul?
He gets up, just slowly. Everything he does is very slow and methodical. He gets up and he touches the man just in different places, just around the face and the body. And as he's touching him, he looks up and sort of just looks around. He says, I can return his soul to his body.
Whatever the cost, we will pay it.
There is no cost. The Feywilds are free. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So he lifts him up and he has like unbelievable, looks like unbelievable strength just lifting up this man. And he says, follow me. You follow him? Okay. He walks around the lagoon. It's beautiful, and you hear sort of like animals and water and sort of like wildlife. Even it's evening. It's like basically night at this point. But you hear them sort of playing around in the water and above. He takes them to sort of like a pedestal. It looks like it's marble, like it's been hand carved. It's very rough hewn, and he puts them down on there. And then he puts his hand above him, right, and starts casting an incantation, a language you do not know. And sort of green energy begins to pulse around him, and roots pop up out of the ground and encase him, right, and overtake him. And they begin to glow green, and suddenly there's a burst of like, you understand it's like healing energy. And then the vines or his roots sort of like come down, and the man sort of just gets up.
Risa, you should go up to your father.
And she doesn't even, she sort of just 1 second hears you, but rushes over to her father. And she says, Carden, father! And he looks at her and he's kind of surprised, but not really, because Jon had already mentioned that to him earlier. And he looks, but he's like completely overjoyed to see his daughter. And who knows how long. And he's tearing up. And he says, my little moon, I thought I'd never see you again. And they embrace tenderly, and she's crying out there, and he's at his pedestal, and you see Carter sort of just stroke her hair like he hasn't seen her in forever, and he's just crying nonstop.
I'm glad we came.
Yes.
I'll go up to the elder and I'll stretch my hand. Thank you.
Okay, he doesn't know what to do.
I'll grab his hand.
Okay.
A sign of greeting and favor.
Okay, you feel a gentle warmth coming from his hand. Okay, and
Well,
he does whatever he shakes your hand. He cocks his head a little bit oddly, but he gets the attention. And Jon, you hear the continued conversation where Carden says, "What about Sarisa?" And Risa says, Mother never made it. And Carden pauses and looks at her and sort of grabs her face tenderly and says, I know. I suppose I felt it inside, but she'll always be with us. She'll always be with us in the Feywilds. And they sort of look around, and and you see sort of a wind sort of overtake the area. And they continue to there's just tears. And then he sort of, after they get to their tender moment, he looks at her and says, "Now that we're together again, my daughter, we can start anew. I've heard of a great community in the North Woods that'll accept anybody and protect all. We'll be safe, I'm sure of it." And she says, "Oh, Father," and just hugs him. At this point, Cardin looks at you both and says, and sort of, with one hand, as he's holding his daughter, and his other hand sort of wipes his tears a little bit, and says, "Thank you both for bringing Risa back to me.
Of course.
I doubt I can ever repay you."
No need. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jon,
Hi, Jon.
and Reese and I have been quite close for many years now. We have something to ask you.
I see. And then Risa sort of collects herself a little bit and sits down next to her father.
I start to kind of like back up.
Okay. Vex holds you in place.
Hex.
We have been bound together.
I look at Vex. Vex, I really, if he's going to ask her father
By,
for his hand, I don't.
She is literally just looking straight at it and holding you with her dragon magic. You cannot move.
Okay.
We've been bound by a love that is connected to the Feywilds. And we wish to leave this contract.
He looks at you and nods and thinks for a moment and looks at Risa and looks back at you. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's not possible to remove a bond from the Feywilds. The laws of magic in the multiverse will not allow it.
This can't be true.
He looks at Risa one more time and says, and looks at you. "There is but one thing I can do, Jon."
Tell me.
"You wish to know?
Yes.
I can but transfer the bond to another. That is all. And maybe it's not my place to say, but if you could let Risa be free and stay here in Feywilds where she belongs, that would be all I could ever ask for as a father. I will only do it if you ask. And if you're willing and whoever your companion may be is willing as well. But that's all there is."
Thank you. Turn back to Amalia.
Vex, let me go.
Vex lets you go and then backs off.
Amalia. I
What's going on?
couldn't tell you why we came here. Because I didn't know if it would work. I couldn't get your hopes up again. Sister Gorell and I, Rhea, are bound by the love that is connected to the Feywild. And the only way to break this bond, as you just heard, is to transfer it to another. If you are willing, I would like that to be you. I told you we were coming here as a gift to my love. I meant you.
Vex gasps.
Jon,
Yes. She's fanning herself.
how can I? It's been a long time, Jon. It takes. Just like that?
It's always been you. From the moment I first met you. And I think you feel the same. But if you don't, I will understand.
You see Carter sort of grasp Reese's hand because he knows it's the only chance for Dart to be free.
Well, how can I... You can't lie anymore. To me.
Not even to protect you.
No. There's a lot of lying. I have to be able to trust you.
I think I can manage that.
Do you promise?
I swear to the goddess Akati. Just as I swore that I would protect you above anyone else. I tried to stop you from jumping off that blasted tower. I love you, Amalia.
I love you too, Jon. Alright.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Here,
Yes.
take my hand.
Carden says, thank you.
Well, I wasn't doing it for you.
I know, but still. And he looks at Risa and he's very happy. And Risa talks to you, turns to you, Jon, and says, Jon, I always knew inside that it was Amalia who had your heart.
Well, everyone knew but me.
And Beck sort of comes around and grabs your both shoulders and says, I totally love you guys.
We love you too.
Okay. Now, this bond is going to be transferred. It doesn't mean that you guys... Anyway, we'll get to that. Okay.
I think we understand.
Okay. So, Carden gets up and says, well, I feel all right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, the Luperina goes off to a corner somewhere and comes back with sort of dragging a little bit what looks to be a beautiful suit and a dress, both composed entirely of magically interwoven greens and flora of the Feywilds. It's actually covered in like multicolored blooming flowers, like head to toe. And it smells like, as it gets close, smells like pure earthen nature. And she sort of drags one towards you and one towards you, Jon.
Oh, I don't need...
Carden looks and says,
there,
it's part of the ritual.
I have enough with my bear cloak. Alright, well, cover your eyes, Jon.
Okay, I mean, you can move over to the side or whatever if you want.
Of course, dear.
There's plenty of vegetation around.
Alright.
You put it on?
Yeah.
You on? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're covered and you look beautiful. It makes you glow when you put it on. Okay, so Jon, Amalia comes out and she's this beautiful ass Amalia you've seen. And Jon looks very handsome as well. Okay, so Carden and Risa and Vex and the Elder sort of get over by the lagoon. And they say, Carden seems to be the one who can do this bond magic. And he points you both to the lagoon.
You look very nice.
You're the most beautiful soul I've ever seen. or no?
Ready? Okay. You take, John, you take a first step into the lagoon. It's a little slick.
What's it?
Okay. All right. So Molly takes that one. Nothing, no problem for you. And because John's helping you by the hand, it looks like. So you both enter the lagoon. It's warmer than and softer. The water's than what you'd expect, and you feel arcane magic sort of meandering around the water, on these very calm waters, as it occasionally manifests in sort of flashes of light. The moon and the stars peek through the very verdant canopy, sort of down onto reflect, sort of on this glazed surface of water, and the fireflies dance in the light around you. And then you hear Cardin, but in your mind, so you get to like basically the middle of the. It's not very deep. I think it's like waist deep, and you get to the middle of the of this lagoon, and you hear him in your mind. He says, "Now hold your hands together and close your eyes. Repeat after me.
I'm sorry, I crushed
Close your
hand
eyes,
earlier.
John.
It's okay.
Feels
Doesn't
sorry.
even hurt anymore.
Repeat after me. Through the magic and freedom of the Feywilds.
Through the magic.
Oh my god, John.
Through the magic and freedom of the Feywilds.
Through the magic and freedom of the Feywilds.
Amalia, you too.
Oh, I thought you said just John.
Through the magic and freedom of the Feywilds.
Okay, magic's working now. Okay. So two threads of fate become one.
So
So
two threads of fate become one.
I form this union.
Faith or faith?
I form this union with you,
I form this union with you.
the one who holds my heart forevermore.
The one who holds my heart forevermore.
And then, as your eyes are closed, you feel the warm water and arcane energy whirl and surge around you. You're both embraced in a slow and tender swirl. You feel yourselves moving in sort of this magical energy. For just a moment, you feel your souls connect. And then the next, it's all but past, but you feel a new intensity within you that was not there before. And then you open your eyes, and you're back where you were. Something's different, though. In your hand, you look at your hand, and your index finger, either right or left, doesn't matter. You notice identical rings made from petrified wood and flowers.
You're rolling. This is beautiful.
It's very beautiful. And this ring gives you some unique ability, which we'll talk about later. Once you do, after you're sort of back into it a little bit, you see Vex sort of like cheering and yelling, and other people at the coast are very happy and applauding you guys. And Luperina sort of flies over and throwing some like rose petals around you guys.
Don't take too deep a breath, dear. That pixie dust, it'll mess you up.
Yeah. And they sort of wave you out of the water.
Oh, I guess we'll move.
I guess we'll
Like
go.
that, like, you should totally come out here.
I'm going to, with my super strong strength, I want to grab John and throw him over my shoulder.
Over shoulder or like?
No, over my shoulder.
Oh!
Okay. All right. So you emerge out of the water.
Let's
go. With John on his shoulder, and you see Vex just crying. She's so happy, overjoyed, and she hugs you guys once again.
So, yeah, I'll put John
Okay.
back.
And she hugs you guys both really close. And then just Risa comes over to you guys and does a very deep curtsy and says, "Thank you. Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Risa.
I'm so happy for you. John,
Thank you.
will you ever be able to forgive me?"
You never needed my forgiveness.
She nods, and also our Father Cardin comes around and applauds and says, "Spell worked. Thank you both.
Of course. I wish you the best in the Feywilds.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can finally find some peace.
I think so." So,
And now,
Yes. So the Feywilds comes forward and he says, I've prepared a little feast.
Well, I am.
Flowers?
No, food you can both eat without a problem.
Sounds delicious.
Let's go.
Okay, so you enter sort of like an open patio area. It's all made of greens and flora, and a long table there, all made of wood, and the chairs are made of sort of intricate wood that sort of comes around, almost like throne-like, and you can all sit down. He has a feast there, stuff that's more, looks like he looked into a little bit of the material plane cuisine, so you enjoy it easily. And there's also some Fey wine.
Okay, so
We'll drink some Fey wine.
we'll grab a drink. Well, okay, so I'm gonna grab a drink. I'm gonna pull John aside.
Uh-huh.
Oh, without drinks. Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, you have your first Feywild drink. At the first taste or sip of this wine, you are immediately drunk. Immediately drunk.
This is the best day of my life ever.
Or like heavily buzzed.
John, hi.
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. You guys.
Stop.
Okay. Do you guys have a nice wild night of partying? And everyone's very happy. Vex is drinking a lot and sort of just hugging you guys constantly and coming around and making loud, brash remarks as well. And you don't know what happens, but you just wake up the next morning in the chair, and it's just you two. You feel very well rested.
In the
moss chairs?
In the moss chairs around the table, yeah. It's already been cleaned up, and everybody else is gone. Not gone, but not there.
But it was real, right? It's not.
Yes,
like
it was
a
real.
drink.
Yes, everything is real.
that drink was strong.
It was.
I don't feel hungover at all.
It's probably the same magic. John, I'm sorry for all the things I put you through.
No, I'm sorry.
It didn't make sense until now.
But you understand why I couldn't tell you. I couldn't let you down again. It would have broken my heart.
I know. That's why I said that I need you to trust that I will support you. You haven't let me support you.
You're right. You're right.
I think you're very funny.
You're absolutely adorable.
All right, so Vex comes in. She just sort of breaks down some leaf barriers there and says, "Totally. You guys ready to head home?"
Oh goodness. I forgot about
Yes.
that.
We have some giants to slay.
I think you're right.
I have to say, thanks to this Fey Elder, we might have no effects when we get back.
On time and everything.
On time, maybe a few minutes fashionably late, but that's how dragons run.
All right.
And I'm ready to
Alright,
see
that.
Anna and tell her what's going on, what happened. I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
We better get to meet her someday. She sounds like an amazing dragon.
Like for you two, I'll think about it.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so you see Risa and Cardin, the Fey Elder, and Luperina as well, sort of like waving goodbye to you guys as
Bye.
you leave, and Vex grabs your hands and does the same incantation, and he begins to sort of, again, go down, and you see the Feywilds around you sort of starting to dissolve. And
What a beautiful place.
I'll have to come back.
Maybe.
And Vex giggles a little bit. And that's it.
Yay! We end up where we were.
You end up back in camp, and you do see everybody there, but Vex isn't there.
Did she? She left again.
She left us. She left us!
So, tell everybody?
I think we should. If you want to.
Yes.
But I think we should take things slowly. If you're okay with that.
Yes.
I think it would be appropriate.
All right. And your friends all wave and are happy to see you.
We didn't catch any deer.
As you guys brought in no supplies.
Sorry, no food.
Wait, you have some interesting stuff.
Is she going to kiss me?
All right.
You're gonna roll a stealth check?
I'm not doing it stealthily.
You're not doing it stealthily? Investigation check?
Okay. And this concludes Jon and Amalia's side story. Oh my god, what happened? Okay, let's censor that for YouTube. Just kidding. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as we did.
Smash that like button. Ring that notification bell. Subscribe. Save. Share. Comment down below.
Do all the things, and maybe soon we'll be able to reunite with the hashtag Team Orphan.
Hopefully.
And take it from here. Good job, you two. That was
Yeah!
AAA work.
Woohoo!
All right. Thank you for joining us in the Feywild. See you next time in Dungeons and Dragons.